I'm live. I have my window cracked, so I normally keep it closed because I feel like the people outside don't need to hear me yelling and screaming. But it was warm in here today, so I cracked it. So you guys might hear some outside noises. I hope nobody goes by blasting any copywritten music or audio. But I'm live. I have some notes. I put some notes on a post-it and I stuck the post-it to the wall because I was like, it's some stuff I definitely don't want to forget to talk about. So, wait. Hi. Hi. I definitely am. I'm going to start off by talking about Ray Fisher, though. So, anybody that doesn't care or want to hear about no Ray Fisher talk, let me let you know from jump. That's where I'm going to start. Hi, Jules. Hi, Monica. It's Thursday. Hi, Jared. Hi, Mel. Hi, Julio. Kylo. Hi, Sims 3. I have to say Sims 3 because there's also a Sim. Hi, Khadijah. Hi, Cabria. Hi, Jelaine. Thank you. Hi, Talise. Julie's. Hi, Justin. I saw your post, the cookie things. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, 212. D City. Every time I see your name, I think of Azalea Banks. Hi, Jaheem. Hi, Shelby. What's T? Hi, Xavier. Hi, World Lover. Hi, Vans. Hi, Cafe Olay. Hi, everybody. Marshall, Ashley, Ty. They looked good. They had so much frosting. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in, because I know this is not gonna be something that everybody wants to hear about. So I'm gonna just go ahead and jump right in. Hi, Mel. Hi, Roderick. Hi, Albert. I wanted to start off by talking about this Ray Fisher. Hi, Bantu. Hollywood Reporter. Bombshell. Hi, Bailey. Article that dropped, what was it, 2 days ago? Something like that. They did like a deep dive into what's been going on over at Warner Brothers. Hi, Senna. Hi, J Tony. Hi, Real Trini. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Declan. And it was also revealed that the fucking Chicken George from Roots, who's also the breakout star of Bridgerton, was like passed over for being in the show Krypton because like he's black, and like Jeff Johns was like Superman's grandfather can't be black. I was just reading this whole thing. Yes, I saw that. I saw that he tweeted about it and said some stuff about it. He basically confirmed that it all happened. Listen, Ray Fisher has been saying for at least 2 years, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. They're fucking racist. Nobody wanted to listen to Ray Fisher. People was throwing Ray Fisher up under the bus. They was trying to make it seem like we really hate black people. Like, we really hate black people. Like, it wasn't until Charisma Carpenter got involved and said something, white woman. And it wasn't until like Gal Gadot, white woman, said something. And it wasn't until this Hollywood Reporter piece came out going in depth on how fucking Joss Whedon said that he was gonna fucking ruin Gal Gadot's career and he was gonna make her look stupid because he's a misogynist. He hates women. And now Michelle Trachtenberg has said something. Now all of a sudden people want to listen. Now all of a sudden people want to listen because now these white girls is coming out and saying like, no, actually fucking Joss Whedon is a problem. Actually John Berg is a problem. Actually Jeff Johns is a problem. Actually we have a whole media ecosystem that's ran by these white men that, oh, they're all buddy buddy, ha ha ha. All of the fucking lead executives of fucking Warner Brothers and the people that was in charge of the DC movies had to step down because these motherfuckers was involved in a fucking sex ring, which I didn't even know until I read the fucking Hollywood Reporter piece that they was like passing this girl around and she may or may not have been underage. Like, they was passing this girl around and then like everybody had to step down. I didn't even know that. That shit wasn't front page news. And it was a fucking conspiracy. They're leaking false stories. They're planning false stories in the press. Yes, you have to read this article, this Hollywood Reporter article. Like I might do a full video on this article because it's like an in-depth article on like how the whole media ecosystem, which you guys have heard me talk about previously, the Hollywood Reporter. If you just type in like Ray Fisher, the Hollywood Reporter, it will pop up. It was written by Kim Masters, very reputable entertainment journalist. The whole media ecosystem, like, it's basically corrupt. Like, they was leaking false stories to Deadline, talking about we making an Untitled Snowman comedy. Every single time that Ray Fisher said something, they would leak stories. They was planning fake stories in the media. They was planning fake stories about Zack Snyder. Fake stories, smearing Ray Fisher in the public. I want there to be some accountability. Like, I really want people to go to jail. And I feel like when I say this to people in real life, they say that I'm like standing and that I'm being unreasonable. I want people to go to jail. I want people to go to jail. I feel like it was an actual conspiracy that occurred. And I feel like conspiracy is illegal. Like, they were planning fake stories in the media to smear Ray Fisher and to blackball him. I feel like somebody should go to jail for that. Now it turns out that all that shit is true. Now it turns out that it's like even more shit that was going on with this like sex trafficking ring and the shit that they were saying in Gal Gadot and all this stuff. This shit is a conspiracy. Like, how did they not break a law? How is this not illegal? Like, anti-blackness is so normalized that people are just like, wow, I didn't know. So I guess Ray Fisher was right. Right. They said he wasn't participating in the investigation, which was a lie. These people need, right, like slander, libel, these people need to go to jail. These people need to go to jail. Like, I'm probably going to do a full in-depth video because these people need to go to jail. They was passing around an autistic girl because the actress girl was autistic too. The girl they was passing around, and that shit wasn't front page news. They were all allowed to quietly step down. Some people need to go to jail. Some people need to go to jail. It's called like Ray Fisher Speaks Up or something. Hollywood Reporter. Yes, the girl's name was Charlotte Kirk. If you want to Google her, because I never even heard of her before this. The girl they was passing around. That's why all them people had to step down, and then they brought in all these new people, and now they're trying to just like quietly move on with like Joker movie and like all these other movies, because all the people that were originally involved that fucked everything up in the first place were involved in this like sex scandal, and so they all had to like step down. But then like the new people came in, and Ray Fisher was even still saying like, well, are people going to be held accountable for what happened? And they're still trying to just like sweep it under the rug and act like, well, you know, those people aren't here anymore. We don't have to. No! People keep trying to just like jump over the bad shit that happened and not deal with it. Like, you can't just not deal with it. Thank you, Ezekiel. Super chat. I'm going to do an in-depth video on it, I think, because, you know, they really blackballed Ray Fisher, and then it comes out now that literally everything he said was true. Everything he said was true. Literally everything he said was true. Yes, Bailey. Oh, that's on my... Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all my notes. Ray Fisher. Doorman fight. I hit the power button. That was me. That was me. I hit the power button. I hit the power button. My notes. Post it. Ray Fisher. Doorman fired. NYC. We're going to talk about that. Teen Vogue. But since Bailey brought it up, we're going to talk about the Teen Vogue shit next. Let me go ahead and read some of these comments, and then we're going to get into Teen Vogue. We're going to get into the Teen Vogue. How they just went radio silent for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and now they try to come back and just totally not even address the fact that the fucking Asian girl got caught saying the N-word. Like, is this bitch fired? Is Christine Davitt fired? Is she fucking fired? The ringleader on them running Alexi McCammon up out of here got caught saying nigger. Is she fired? Like how they fucking made Alexi leave? Is she fired? All her pages have become private. Her Twitter page is private. Her Instagram page is private. She was real loud dragging Alexi McCammon through the mud publicly. Then somebody went digging on her and they found some N-word tweets in her past and she locked all her shit up. Teen Vogue went radio silent for 3 weeks. It's been 3 mass shootings, including that mass shooting that killed all them Asians. And Teen Vogue has not said not one word. They just came back with some post yesterday talking about some, quiet, we've been doing quiet reflection for the last few weeks. And now we back with this new black girl who's a foreign black. Like we could just trade niggas in and out. Now we back with this new black girl, so drop it. No, is the Asian bitch gonna get fired? No, she's not gonna get fired because anti-blackness is fine. Anti-blackness is fine. Anti-blackness is normalized. The Asian girl does not have to be punished for saying the N-word because there's nothing wrong with saying the N-word, right? Meanwhile, Alexi McCammon was forced to resign. Like, what's the problem, class? Wishful thinking? Anti-blackness. And what else is the problem? Anti-black American sentiment specifically. Because notice they did not hire a black American at Teen Vogue. They hired a Ghanaian. They hired a girl from Ghana that's going to just go along. Because the problem is not only anti-blackness, it's anti-black American sentiment specifically. They brought this foreign black girl in, like that makes it fine. No. She probably doesn't even care that the fucking black American girl got called the N-word. Like, she probably doesn't even fucking care. And niggas are not interchangeable. Like, you can't just fucking trade out one nigger for another one. Come on now. And then still never even deal with the fact that the fucking Asian girl that was the ringleader got outed as an anti-black racist. They haven't said not one word about it. Hasn't been no statement. Nothing. I'm going to be on every single post Teen Vogue makes on Instagram for the rest of my life. Every post. Have y'all fired Christine Davitt yet? Have y'all fired Christine Davitt yet? I hope she doesn't make her page back public. I hope she doesn't think that a few months going to be able to go by and she's going to be able to make her page back public. Because I'm going to be on that. Ooh, I'm going to be on that page. She's going to have to block me. Because I'm going to be on that page. I'm going to be in them DMs. I'm trying to find an email for her ass so I could fucking email her, but they got her email address hidden. I'm going to find it though. I've emailed the fucking, the editor-in-chief of Teen Vogue. Oh, I've sent some emails. She going to have to stay in hiding. She's not going to be able to come back. Christine Davitt, that's the bitch name. If y'all want to go look her ass up. Yeah. Let me scroll back up and see some of the comments. Yeah, I gotta post it because I was like, oh, we got shit to talk about today. So I was like, let me write my little bullet points down because there's some shit to discuss. Cardi ranting again for stalking Nicki. I haven't even heard about that. World lover. Hi, Bambusa. Hi, Superstar Bella. Hi, Marcus. The Bridgerton guy dropped an article too. Black cinema this week is a mess. Hi, Domino. Yeah, I came a little early today. Hi, Stefan. Hi, Davey. Blow the whistle. Like, Ray at least needs some type of money. He needs some type of payout. Like, he needs something. It did say in the Hollywood Reporter thing that he's working on a couple other projects now because now other people have come forward. So now we can believe the Negro. But when it was just the Negro talking, oh, no, we don't believe anything that motherfucking black Americans from motherfucking New Jersey say. Charisma Carpenter, Michelle Trachtenberg, and Gal Gadot themselves had to come out. Even Jason Momoa said a couple years ago that Ray Fisher was telling the truth and they're trying to run a smear campaign against him. And nobody listened to Jason Momoa either. Ray's getting blackballed. It sucks because he's really talented. It's always when white women come out about stuff that we have to believe it. Yes, a sex ring. Hi, Naomi. Yes, you'll have to read the article. Notice the white women don't speak up until they're the ones being discriminated against. Hi, Karma. Predators everywhere. It's disturbing. Yeah, if you guys want to read the Ray Fisher Hollywood Report, it's Hollywood Reporter. It's very well written. It's very well sourced. It basically confirms everything that he's been saying for the last 2 years that nobody wanted to listen to this man because he's fucking black. What the hell is going on? It's not funny, but I thought this would be Disney. Hi, Bookworm Radio. Notice who always gets blacklisted and blackballed. The black people. Ray Fisher, Monique, everybody that speaks up. If you're black, you get blackballed. The situation is messy, my goodness. They thrive on youth and keeping them around so they toy with them to leverage their careers. Hi, Acrylic Rose. Kryptonians are literally made in test tubes. They could be any race. Blackwoods! The whole reason given for not having fucking Chicken George was ridiculous. He kind of resembles Henry Cavill, in my opinion, also. Like, what's the problem? All them execs need to be locked up for real. You're not being unreasonable. Hi, Jonas fan. These people have power and influence. And it's really like an old boys club. Like, they really brought Joss Whedon in to quote-unquote fix Justice League. And he was abusive, racist, misogynistic, sexist. They said he locked Gal Gadot's stunt double in a fucking like a recording, like the booth where they like record. They said he fucking locked Gal Gadot's stunt double in there, and then he'd just be like, ha ha ha, it's funny, it's a joke. And then all the other fucking white men, ha ha ha, it's funny, it's a joke. Joss Whedon is a genius. We brought him on to fucking fix Justice League, so none of you motherfuckers can say anything about the way that he's abusing the shit out of you. Especially not you, nigger, Ray Fisher. Especially not you. Like, ridiculous. The whole ecosystem. And like you guys have heard me say before, the critics were in on it, the reviewers, the fans, the media. They're planning fake stories. It was literally a conspiracy. I feel like, how is this not illegal? How? And then come to find out that on the back end, they were also passing some girl around, which is why they all had to step down. People need to go to jail. Like, and people keep making fun of Ray Fisher and his little, like, accountability is greater than entertainment. But he's right. Like, they need to be held accountable. Like, I love fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer as much as everybody else, you know? But, like, they need to be held accountable for what happened. It's really insidious what they did. They definitely should be charged with something. Oh, you're reading it now, World Lover? It's a lot. Hi, Sam. Conspiracy is illegal, but you know they aren't going to pay for it. It's all very normalized. Hi, Phoebes. Mel, send them to jail, period. Please do an in-depth video on this situation. Anti-blackness is literally as common as fresh air. It's so perverse. It's getting, Jules, it's getting criminal and weird. It's getting very criminal and weird. I'm very disturbed. Why do they get away with this? And then Bailey, yes, similar to Teen Vogue trying to quietly move on. That's not enough. Like Teen Vogue really thinks they're going to be able to not address the fact that they let go of the other girl, but not the Asian girl. Like, it's a clear double standard. It is a clear double standard. Why is this not front page? Twitter will make a Twitter moment about Queen Naja's birthday, but not this. For the Teen Vogue thing, if you want to hear about, like, the fucking Asian girl, Christine Davitt, getting caught saying the N-word, you have to, like, literally Google her name, and you have to, like, dig. Because even when you Google her name, the first thing that comes up is the Alexi McCammon stuff. Her saying the N-word is really being swept under the rug. And that's like another thing. Her saying the N-word is not being covered by the mainstream media. It's really not. Like, all like BuzzFeed and The Wrap and, you know, and The Rude and The Griot and like all these so-called like mainstream black publishers and shit. No one's covering. The only article I seen on it was in Newsweek. And I think there might have been one in The Guardian as well. But, like, they're not covering it. Like, everybody's just, like, quietly letting it. Because, like, nobody wants to go after this girl because she's Asian, obviously. So everybody's just, like, quietly letting it go that she got caught saying the N-word. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Like, I don't mind. I just want it to be fair. Like, y'all made the black girl step down. You should make the Asian bitch step down. I just want it to be fair. But anti-blackness is so normalized that, of course, the Asian girl saying the N-word is perfectly fine. But the black girl talking about Asians, so she had to go. Declan, true, I'm still seeing responses of people who claim they've read that article and they think that Ray Fisher was just mad. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's the post-it for me. Christine Davis still has her job. Hi, Alexandra. Alexandra said, hey, Seren, I hope everyone's day is going great. Just a reminder that Joss Whedon is anti-black and hates women. Hi, Tim. Right, Jules. All the lights in the Condé Nast building are off and nobody's answering the phones. They're not returning emails. They don't know what we're talking about. Yes, and Christine Davis made all her accounts private. She's not saying shit. I also hated that Jeff Johns brought up his former black wife so he can't be racist. Katie, and he also said, he was like, I can't be racist. Like, my former wife is a black American and my current wife is an Asian American. So, big joker, bitch. I had a black wife and an Asian wife. There's absolutely no way I can be a fucking racist. Ha! Like, you guys have to read this Hollywood Report. It's so bad. It's terrible. And his fucking, and the statements, like, he just kept making these horrible statements. Like, apparently this other black woman writer had put last year on Twitter that Jeff Johns was a racist and that she was having trouble working with him on Lois and Superman because she was writing on Lois and Superman. And she said that she was constantly fighting with him about, there's like a black woman on the show, and apparently she said she was like constantly fighting with him about like the black woman's hair and like her hair and her hairstyles and this and that, and it was like a constant fight. And that Jeff Johns said to her like, well, I had a black wife, so I think I would know. And she's like, well, I am a black woman, so as a black woman with hair, I'm telling you that this is it's a black thing. Like, it's a black woman thing. And then Jeff Johns was like, no, it's not. Tell us more, Jeff Johns. You the great Negrologist. Tell us more about the Negroes. That was in the Hollywood Reporter piece. That anecdote, like, that was in the Hollywood Reporter piece as well. Like, people, like, black people have been making complaints for a long time about, like, and no one did anything, and nobody did anything. Nobody did anything, like I said, until Charisma Carpenter and Michelle Trachtenberg and Amber Benson and Gal Gadot. No one said anything until the white women. And now all of a sudden we have to take all these claims seriously. When the black people was making the claims, it wasn't serious. Hi, Queen. Hi, Nicole. My kids are biracial. I can't be racist, tease. Oh, he did say, oh, Queen. He did say that he has a mixed race son. He did say that, Jeff Johns. He was also like, and I have a mixed race son. And he also said, I also wanted to be known that I identify as Lebanese American, not white. Yes, he did, Mel. I was literally reading this shit like, so he just gonna keep on digging this hole. Bye, Bookworm Radio. Oh, you did super chat. Thank you so much, Bookworm. Finally caught a live and now I gotta go. Thank you so much. But here you go. Stay safe. I'll catch the replay. Thank you. Oh, like, no, it's a joke, Queen. The whole article literally reads like a parody, which is why I put in Discord, I put like / is this the Onion? The whole thing reads like a parody. His last name is Johns. His name is Jeff Johns. Sir, nobody gives a fuck that you identify as Lebanese American. Like, you're really pulling out all the stops. Like, first of all, I have a black ex-wife, and my current wife is Asian American, and I have a mixed race son, and I identify as a Lebanese American, so there's absolutely no way whatsoever that I could be racist. Like, I know about black hair. Like, I had a black wife. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm the one that wrote Cyborg into Justice League. Like, wow. Like, yeah, like, you colored some brown skin. You drew some brown comics. That has nothing to do with the way that you actually deal with actual real black people in real life. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm getting an understanding as to why your black wife is your ex-wife. Because it seems Jeff Johns, yeah, it's spelled Geoff, Jeff Johns. Like, it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. And thank you again, Bookworm, and thank you for everybody that's done super chat. This week has been wild. Oh, another one. Who's that? Fef State, thank you, super chat. I hated that Jeff Johns brought up his former black wife so he can't be racist. The mess of it all. It's been a wild week. The problem is anti-blackness. Also, Alexi McCammon was literally 17. They need to keep that same energy. Hi, Nicole. This wave of anti-blackness from Asian people I've been seeing has been a lot. There's Nicole. Foreign blacks will jump at any opportunity from a seat. They really hired a foreign black girl and they was like, here, it's fine. Teen Vogue. Right, like, have you fucking fired her yet? That's all I care about. I really don't care that you guys hired some Ghanaian woman. Did you guys fire Christine Davitt? Like, we're not gonna forget. And I don't think Alexi's tweets were worth being fired over either. I don't even remember seeing any slurs. Just that she said the word Asian. Is saying the word Asian a slur now? Hi, Naturally T.I. Yeah, she gonna have to block me, Davey. Hi, Sade. Sagittarius don't play. Detective Serena's on the case. Oh, I'm digging up her email address. I'm serious, Bailey. I'm serious. I'm going to get Christine Davitt's email. Don't even trip. I could find anything on the internet. I am a child of the internet, okay? Like, I can find anything on the internet. I'm going to find her email address. Especially if she still works for Teen Vogue. If she still works for Teen Vogue, that means she has to have a Teen Vogue email address and it has to be public record. It's somewhere on their website. They just have her page locked down so I can't get it from Twitter or Instagram right now. But I'm going to get it. Don't. It's probably something like Christine Davitt at Condé Nast or something like that. Even if they don't have it on the Teen Vogue page, I can go look on the Condé Nast, the head page. And I'm sure if I dig enough, I'm going to get the bitch email. She gonna have to change that too. Girl, you might as well just go ahead and change everything, Christine Davitt, because I'm about to be on you for the rest of your natural life. Hi, Ori. They let Camilla Cabello go to a whole racist anti-blackness wilderness retreat, and she gets to remain a respected public figure. But the black girl from Teen Vogue had to resign and gets no grace. Meanwhile, the Asian girl can stay. Cardi followed Nicki Minaj's name, like on social media, like she made an alert. She is obsessed. Nicki needs a restraining order. It's ridiculous that you gotta have somebody white basically confirm your truth for someone to give a damn. This just makes me love Jason Momoa more, Nicole. Yeah, the message only gets heard depending on who the messenger is. Ray Fisher deserved better. He still isn't even getting the justice he deserves for having gone through this whole mess. Hi, Kimberly Frazier. Links to the Hollywood Reporter article have been posted in chat. So also for anyone watching the replay later on, or there are, I can see the links. So there will be links in chat. That name is archived in my mind now. Christine Davitt. Look, you want to know what she looks like. If you Google her name, you can find pictures of her. Because she was everywhere, because she was going on Alexi McCammon so hard. Like, she's definitely an anti-black racist. Because she was going on Alexi McCammon hard, like, hard on Twitter, hard on Instagram. Like, she was on her. And then, like, as soon as she got Alexi to resign, somebody went and, like, dug up on Christine Davitt, and, like, some anonymous person put on Twitter, they were like, it's really funny how hard people like Christine Davitt are going on Alexi McCammon when they have this type of shit in their own past. And then they posted her tweets that were still there, because this is before she locked her Twitter down, using the N-word. Numerous tweets, multiple tweets using the N-word. Like, and using, like, derogatory language towards black people. And Christine Davitt, she immediately, Twitter private, Instagram private, all of the editors of Teen Vogue, they made all their pages private. And then Teen Vogue did not post anything on Instagram, Twitter, nowhere from, like, March 18th or something like that until yesterday. They didn't post shit. They didn't post nothing. And then when they posted yesterday, they posted an announcement that they hired this girl from Ghana, this black girl from Ghana, to be, like, the new, she's, like, taking the new spot that, like, I think the girl Alexi was supposed to, like, have. They hired this other girl. It was really like, oh, we traded out one black girl for another. But it's like, no, number one, we don't care about this foreign black girl that you hired. Number one, we don't care. We only want to know, number two, we only want to know if Christine Davitt is going to be forced to resign, like how y'all made the other black girl resign. Thank you, Black Women Read Super Chat to help with your detective work. That's all we care about, and they are not addressing it. I don't think they're keeping him on as Cyborg, which is really disappointing because he was fantastic as that character. He was supposed to get his own movie. He also said in the Hollywood Reporter piece that they were going to have him be in The Flash, but they said they were only going to pay. They said, oh, it was just going to be a cameo, even though he was supposed to be there on set shooting for at least 2 weeks. They were like, oh, it's only going to be a cameo, so we're only going to pay you a cameo rate. He was like, what? It's not a cameo if I'm going to be here for 2 weeks shooting. It's a role in the movie. And then they were like, well, that's what we're going to pay you. And then he said no. And then what did they do? They ran articles in the media saying Ray Fisher opted not to come back. That's not what happened. Like, they literally ran smear campaigns against people, and it was like some conspiracy shit. Like, I want to see people go to jail for this. Hi, Kate. I see you, Kate. Kate Linton. Cardigan said she doesn't have to support the new rappers, even though she tries to get Nicki blackballed for not supporting the new girls. Is the hypocrisy for me. Or Kryptonians get their energy from the damn sun. That race being black as possible only makes sense. And a lot of people are saying like this is the main reason why people are saying they don't want to continue on with like the Snyderverse, is because like all of the executives involved had to step down because of like the sex trafficking scandal and just like all this bad press and just like all this like the Joss Whedon stuff and the Ray Fisher, and now it's coming out that like the whole set was abusive, and so they're just trying to like act like, oh, we just want to like wipe the slate clean. Like, here, we're gonna give y'all a black Superman. That does not change the fact that Jeff Johns is a racist who wouldn't hire Chicken George to Krypton because he's black. Just because, like, they really think they could just, it's like literally the same thing with Teen Vogue. They literally think they could just like swap out, like, here, we're gonna give y'all Michael B. Jordan as Black Superman. Here, we're gonna give y'all The Rock as Black Adam. Here, you nigger, shut up. Here. No, you still have to deal with what you did to Ray Fisher. No. Teen Vogue, you still have to deal with what you did to Alexi McCammon. Like, stop. There needs to be an inside probe into what happened because this is ridiculous. If you read the Hollywood Reporter article, they talk about how they said they were going to have an inside probe investigation, and the investigation went nowhere because it was them investigating themselves, and they found that they did nothing wrong. Shocker. Shocker. Just like they fucking put that fake story saying that, oh, the investigation's not going anywhere because Ray Fisher isn't cooperating, which they confirmed in the Hollywood Reporter that that was false. But the fucking head of communications for fucking Warner Brothers, who's a white woman, was like, well, we don't think that we need to issue a formal statement apologizing to Ray Fisher because at the time that the statement was made, we thought it was true that he wasn't cooperating. So even though it turns out that it's not true, we don't think we should have to make a public statement apologizing or retracting it. This was literally said in the all this shit was said in the Hollywood Reporter. Like, motherfuckers don't even care. Like, it's so bad. It's like a parody. It's like, no, everybody said this on the record, and yet you still have people that are still blaming Ray Fisher. Like, anti-blackness. We hate black people. Everyone hates black people. Everybody hates black Americans especially. Like, it's wild. Hi, Ori. I see your other comment here. Didn't you know conspiracy is legal if you're white, male, and rich? Hi, Francesca. It's anti-blackness. Hi, SF. Hi, absurd. It's not fair. Anti-blackness when talking about black Americans is so normalized that all this is just more gaslighting. Google is good for hiding certain stories and shadow banning. On Reddit, they were hiding the Ray Fisher Hollywood Reporter article from our movies. And people were like, why is this not in the movie subreddit? You have to like go dig into the DC subreddit to find it. People were like, this is like front page news on the Hollywood Reporter, written by Kim Masters, who's a very well-respected entertainment and movie journalist. Why does it keep getting removed from the movie subreddit? Like, it's being removed, shadow banned, because of anti-blackness, pervasive, like the whole media ecosystem. They're all in cahoots. Okay, so doorman. So the doorman got brought up because I have the doorman on here too. Ray Fisher, doorman fired. Teen Vogue, doorman. You know, those guys, doormen who were fired for not helping the lady that was attacked is crazy, because there's been a time that people tried to help and end up catching a bullet or a dagger. So you know, those doormen are in a union and they're suing and they have the full support of their union, and they're definitely going to get paid. They're either going to get paid or they're going to get reinstated. I don't know if they even want to be reinstated back at that building, but they're definitely going to get paid, because when your employee is in a union, you can't just fire them. Like, there's a whole process that you have to go through, which their union released an official statement saying, like, they have a contract and it's like, it's all supposed to be routed through the union. So they called their union rep and they have filed a lawsuit. So I'm pretty sure those two doorman dudes are going to get paid. They got scapegoated and they basically got fired because of the public opinion, just like the girl Alexi McCammon. Doormen, concierge people, like those type of people that work front desk in a building, number one, they are not, because I've known people that have done this job for like years and years and years. Number one, those people are not required to intervene. Like, they probably have rules in that building that probably say don't intervene. They probably have rules in that building that say this is like usually how it goes. And I know people that have worked in like upscale buildings in Miami. And the way that it normally goes is, if there's some type of physical altercation happening outside, your number one priority is supposed to be to protect your residents or your guests by not letting whatever's going on outside into the building. That's number one. So that's probably their job training. So with all that shit about like they didn't do their job training, bullshit, 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 bullshit. And every single job where you have to interact with the public, I don't give a fuck if it's a grocery store, I don't give a fuck what it is. They tell you don't intervene. Y'all, just last week, I'm sitting in the Target parking lot, because I won't go into Target because it's COVID time. I'm not going in there. I'm sitting in the Target parking lot waiting for somebody to come out, right? And I see a man and a woman, white, getting in a fight, right? They're fighting. They're arguing. I'm sitting in my car watching. I'm not about to get out. So they can fucking stab me, shoot me, run me over. I see the fucking the person that collects the carts, right? He's in the parking lot. He's collecting the carts. He's pushing the carts. He's looking. They're yelling. They're screaming. They're physically getting in each other's faces. They're elbowing a little bit. They're getting into it. I'm sitting in my car watching. I haven't gotten out. I'm like, ooh, this dude, he's going to call the cops. I see him like get a little bit away with his carts, and he pulls out a walkie-talkie. I'm like, boop, there it goes. 5 minutes later, the police show up and separate them, and the police get involved. That type of thing is protocol when you have a job that you have to deal with the public like that. That type of thing is protocol, right? It is not anybody's job to get involved. So this whole why didn't they get involved? Why didn't they get involved? Why didn't they get involved? It's nobody's job to get involved. It's nobody's job to get involved. Also, how many times have we seen black people get fucking killed out in public on camera? We're in the middle of the motherfucking Derek Chauvin, George Floyd trial right now. It took 9 minutes for George Floyd to die. Where's all this outcry? Why didn't anybody intervene? Why didn't anybody intervene? It was a whole crowd of people. Why didn't anybody intervene? Why didn't anybody jump on them police? Why didn't anybody intervene? Never. We never hear that. Eric Garner, oh hi Kyrie. Eric Garner, who was killed slowly, put in a chokehold. I can't breathe, while a bunch of people stood around and recorded. Why didn't anybody intervene? We need to find those people that stood around and recorded it and didn't intervene, and we need to get them fired from their jobs. Wasn't none of that. Walter Scott shot in the back on tape. How many fucking black people, and especially black Americans, have been fucking not just beat up, not just stomped out, murdered, shot, killed on camera, and nobody intervened? And it was never this question of why did motherfuckers intervene? We gotta ruin people's lives because they didn't intervene. Because the problem is anti-blackness. And anti-blackness is acceptable. And calling people the N-word is acceptable. Hi, Marcy. And attacking black people and killing black people is acceptable. And nobody has to intervene and nobody has to do anything. But some niggas definitely gotta lose their jobs over most likely following their protocol. Hi, Star Dagger, which most likely says they're supposed to protect that building first because we value fucking property. Like, and instead of people talking about that, like, instead they really scapegoated these two black men, one of whom was elderly, old as fuck, which, let's also talk about the fact that black people do not owe any other fucking group, especially not groups that have a noted history of anti-blackness as a collective, like fucking Asians. We do not have to put our bodies on the line for any other fucking group. Imagine if those fucking one of those black dudes had went out there and just put that person into a further rage because they also don't like motherfucking niggas and fucking, and one of them got fucking killed. Black people are always on the lookout for fucking getting killed in our day-to-day lives. And y'all asking why didn't some black person fucking interject themselves into a violent situation? And y'all know that person that did that stabbed his mother to death. Did 10 years in prison, got out with really no rehabilitation, no mental health resources, no money, no nothing, which is why he was even out roaming the streets and able to even attack that Asian person. But instead of us having a conversation on mental health, on the prison system, on resources for this type of thing, instead of us having a conversation on property and on how most likely those people were probably trained to protect that property, instead of having a conversation on this expectation that fucking black people have to literally die and literally put our bodies on the line for others. Instead of talking about the fact that when the shoe is on the other foot, there's never a question of why didn't anybody intervene for some niggas, we rush to fire these dudes because anti-blackness is the norm and the standard. Period. I don't want to hear it. And them dudes gonna have a fat lawsuit because they're in a union and you can't just fire them. Really curious to see how this story plays out, and I bet we won't hear nothing else about it because they're probably about to get $1 million payout from that building. The building just wanted to seem like they were doing something, even though they know on the back end they're gonna have to pay. And I know I'm way behind the chat. Hi. I see a lot of y'all said you're reading the Hollywood Reporter shit right now. Joss Whedon has been trashed since Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Michelle Trachtenberg was like 14 or 15 years old and couldn't even be in the same room as him, which came out after Ray Fisher started talking. Not these non-black weirdos still using I have a black blank for their tomfoolery in 2021. My shoelaces are black. I can't be racist. Oh, looks like somebody got blocked. Yup. Missed the block. You merely Hi, Owen. You merely adopted the internet. I was born in it, molded by it. That's really how I feel. Like, come on now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm guilty of being an internet spy. Hi, Natalia. When Asians were attacking black women in fucking nail salons and beauty supply stores and shit, nobody was like, why didn't anybody intervene while they were beating the shit out of them black women? Anti-blackness is the norm and the standard. It is like, that's the problem. And I'm not trying to hear nothing about nothing until people want to fucking talk about that and accept it. I seen some people saying, how do they join the Discord? You have to leave a comment somewhere. It doesn't have to be on this video. It could be on any video asking for it, and I could give it to you. I have to give you a link. It's not like an open page. There was literally a video from today of 5 Asian people calling the police on 2 black people in a car. It's the anti-blackness and hypocrisy for me. Hi, Sincere. I know, yeah, Buffy is not just Joss Whedon. A whole lot of people worked on it. I'm just saying, I'm just using that as an example because there's a lot of people that don't want to hold Joss Whedon accountable because they enjoy his entertainment. Which is why Ray Fisher keeps saying the accountability has to outweigh the entertainment. Same thing with Jeff Johns. People love his comic book writing and they love his stories, so they refuse to believe that he's like not a great person, which we've talked about before on this channel. Horrible people can make great art. Just because somebody makes some art that you love doesn't mean that they're a wonderful person. That shit seems like it is hard for people to reconcile. And in the era of the internet and social media and feeling like you really know these people, even though you don't, it seems like it's getting harder, even harder for people to separate with this stan culture, which is even like, it's getting worse. When people say they can't be racist because they have biracial children, I bring up slave owners. Hi, Chariot Man Gaming. Hi, Kari. Hi, Sketchnificent. A plethora of racisms. Binders full of anti-black racism, queen. James Charles literally got caught soliciting a minor for sexual content and grooming and has a record of doing that for multiple people and still hasn't been canceled. But they will cancel the black person with a quickness for old tweets. What was in the air this week? Too much happening. They put Alexi on blast in front of everyone in a very image-based industry, but they're protecting Christine Davitt. Racists be like, I can't be racist. I own a black Benz. I can't be racist. I own a black card. I have a black Amex. I can't be racist. What cameo is 2 weeks? Come on. I can't be racist. I have black plates and bowls. I remember that we were supposed to get 2 Justice League movies, a Cyborg movie, Green Lantern 2. We were supposed to get Man of Steel 2. It was supposed to be a whole different slate. But they jacked up everything. They fired Zack Snyder. They brought in Joss. And then after everybody hated Joss and nobody got along with him, it's like they just canceled all the movies. And then all the executives got caught up in this like sex scandal. So all of them quietly stepped down. And now it's like a whole new team. And they're just like, well, we just want to move forward. Y'all have to deal, but you have to deal with what happened. You can't just not deal with what happened, especially for those of us that are fans that were there. Like, we remember, like, we know, like, what somebody just said, like, we know what the movies were supposed to be and what the slate was supposed to be and what happened, like, and now we have confirmation of what happened. Y'all can't just move on. Get the fuck out of here. Like I said, and now they just trying to, like, throw us other shit. We're going to get a Black Adam movie now and a Black Superman movie, so y'all need to just let it go. No, I want motherfuckers to go to jail. I need some accountability for what happened. I just saw Christine Davis' exact tweets, and they are foul. She needs to be fired ASAP. They're way worse than the girl Alexi McCammon's tweets. They're a lot worse. She literally used the N-word multiple times, and they're protecting her. Condé Nast are so inconsistent with the racist nonsense. This is all a mess. They're also going to give us a Latinx Supergirl and act like it's fine. I can't be racist. I saw a black person once and I didn't even get scared. Even Ben Affleck said there were mad problems. He tried to convince everyone to walk out and they wouldn't. Ben Affleck was also supposed to have his own Batman movie that he was going to direct. All of a sudden, all these movies just disappeared. And the problem that everyone had a problem with fucking Joss Whedon. Joss was the problem. But instead of him getting fired for being abusive and fostering an abusive, racist, sexist, misogynistic set, Jeff Johns covered for him because he is also a fucking racist. And then instead of Jeff being fired, John Berg covered for Jeff. All the white men covering for each other. And they still get to have jobs. No. Letitia Wright is a weirdo. I don't even know why she got brought up. We're not talking about Marvel. What are y'all talking about? Why did she even get brought up? Letitia Wright's a fucking weirdo. She can go back to the other side of the pond too with her weird ass. Jesus freak. Black folks exist on Krypton, but we never see them. Right, Bailey, they giving us everything but what we asked for. I think she'll be happier when she can finally accept herself for who she really is. A lot of people speculate that she's in the closet, but she doesn't say she's in the closet, so I once dyed my hair black. I can't be racist. They hoping we're going to accept these little cookies and crumbs and go home. Hi, Paris. She said we were canceling her for being a free thinker. This bitch bitch went on her platform and fucking tweeted a video to millions of people saying that fucking Satan is in the vaccine. Even if you believe that, what makes you think that fucking Disney is gonna let you get away with tweeting that shit on your official Letitia Wright Black Panther page? Is it fucking crack? Is it crack? Is it crack? It has to be motherfucking crack. Like, has to be. She's a Jesus freak. She's one of these Christian evangelicals that's not going to take the vaccine, you know, all this mark of the beast. And then if you take the vaccine, you have the mark of the beast and Satan, blah, blah, blah. She's like Marjorie Taylor Greene, another fucking nut. Letitia Wright is nuts. Like, I'm not here for her. Smoke crack. Letitia probably spontaneously combust if she sees Lil Nas X's video. Oh, definitely. She would... Yeah, she would like spontaneous combustion. Like she'd probably explode. Like her body would probably like, she'd probably be like, ah! Like she would just be like, I can't. Ah! Now that we're here, can I say I hated her as Shuri and I would like her to be replaced? Yeah, they're gonna, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to replace her. They're gonna have to, I don't know what they're gonna do with her. I don't know. They don't even know what they're gonna do with Black Panther because Chadwick died. So, who knows what's going on with Black Panther. Yeah, Letitia Wright was Shuri in Black Panther, but she's like a Jesus freak that just like keeps on and like keeps on and keeps on and keeps on. And then when Disney told her you can't do that, she said, oh, she's a victim of cancel culture and they're punishing her for being a free thinker. Listen up, sis. You can't get on your platform and tell millions of people that if they get the vaccine, they're going to have the mark of the beast on them. I don't know what makes you think that's appropriate. Maybe that's appropriate over in the UK where you're from, but that type of shit doesn't fly here in the United States. Hi, for your mind and your ass will follow. Those doormen need to get paid. They did the right thing to not get involved. The doormen need to sue. Oh, yeah, they're suing, Marcy. They're suing. Yep, they're suing. That's not their job. Sorry, but I would not have intervened. Sad for the lady, but I'm not risking my life. Doormen are not avengers. They're definitely going to get a heavy settlement. People are crazy. Self-preservation is natural, and you're right, especially in rich buildings. Doormen are not security. I mind my own business, the end. Anyone from NYC knows to mind their business to whatever is happening around you. Retail loss prevention also can't intervene if someone is stealing. That's not what you're supposed to do. And I really felt like people were like watching that and just like not having any understanding of like the way these type of jobs work. Like those like they're not supposed to run. Like this is not Night at the Museum. Like this is not a movie or a TV show where they're gonna like run out with a little flashlight. Like this is real life. And it turned out that that dude was a murderer. Like I said, he stabbed his own mother to death and was in prison for 10 years. And y'all talking about why didn't those fucking 2 black people go out there and get stabbed up for some Asian? Is it fucking crack? Just so the police could come and fucking kill those. Imagine if they had went out there to try to intervene and the police came. They probably would have killed them 2 dudes. And then everybody would have been like, whoops, they shouldn't have got involved. Can't win for losing if you're black. Because the problem is anti-blackness. And especially anti-black American sentiment. The way black Americans are treated is so heartbreaking. I hate how they're trying to frame that man like he was a security guard. He was not a security guard. He was a doorman. The assailant had a weapon too. They were protecting themselves first to be able to then assist, which they did. You have to secure the residence and then see what's going on. I used to work at Walmart. If a customer is stealing something, we as the associate are not allowed to physically stop them or we'll get fired. Yep. Most jobs don't want you to intervene because they don't want to be liable for what happens to the employee. I'm saying those 2 dudes cannot win for losing. If they had intervened, they would have been in trouble. There's so many instances of good Samaritans getting killed. Doormen are not security, nor are they policemen. All this Stop Asian Hate stuff has everybody on high stupidity and anti-blackness. I remember last winter, there was a fight between neighbors, and the dude went inside, grabbed his shotgun, and sprayed them. It got caught on camera. After that, I was like, I'm never stepping in anybody's fight. Protocol. Hi, Brooke. Never on time for Thursday's live streams. Civilians are not supposed to handle this. Hi, keep making. No one gets involved when BAs are getting hurt, but everybody's supposed to put their lives on the line for Asians these days. They want every black person to be security for everyone else. Leave us alone. Hi, Nia. So true. I was a hostess and was told to lock the door to protect guests. That's literally what they say. Like, and everybody's talking about like, oh my God, they closed the door. They locked the door. I'm 100% positive that locking the door and protecting the building and protecting the residents was protocol for what those doormen were supposed to do. And instead, the building threw them up under the bus, but the building fucked up. Like I said, because those dudes are in a union and their union is supporting them. And when someone's in a union, you can't just fire them, which is exactly why capitalists have put so much time and energy and money and effort into dismantling unions. This has been like a huge part of the hollowing out of the middle class, because if you have a union job, you have support, you have infrastructural support and resources. If you need to file a lawsuit, or like you can't just get fired, like there's protocols for everything. Our current strongest union right now, I believe in the United States, is the police union, because motherfuckers did not get rid of the police union. So all these resources that police have to like fight back against shit is because they have a very strong union. That's where they really fucked up. These doormen are gonna get paid. Oh, they're gonna get motherfucking paid. They're gonna get paid. Hi, CMW. Hi, Kakashi Cowboy. Social media will be the demise of these corporations. They're acting off of Twitter outrage versus actual real rules. Yep. People get killed over parking spaces and all types of shit intervening. Black Americans don't need to intervene or will be next. Tamir Rice got killed. He was a small kid on camera and nobody did anything. Listen, intervening can get you killed. Black Americans get murdered with no intervention, but we're supposed to put our lives on the line for everybody. Hi, Jay Malik. Yes, we are instructed. Oh, you're a doorman? We're instructed not to get involved. The people are fighting. People have gotten stabbed at my job more than once. I'm an innocent bystander and acting the daintiest I ever dainted and calling the cops at most. At most. Like when I seen that shit in Target, I was like, I'm definitely not calling the police. I was like, hopefully it doesn't get to them having like a true physical altercation, but if it does, somebody else will call. I'm not getting out of my car and I'm not calling shit. But as soon as I seen the Target dude pushing the carts, I was like, he's gonna call the police. Hi, Senna. People still think we're slaves. Just like I said in my video, like shit is not fair. It's really like slavery up in here. Like people really still feel entitled to like Black American bodies. Like, no, you need to put your actual physical body in harm's way for me. Like, bitch, the crack pipe gotta be hot between your lips, because it's nothing else that can explain that type of thinking except crack. Like opioids or something, you have to be high. You gotta be. Honestly, unless I know you or you're my child, I don't see myself physically stepping in. I'm recording and or maybe calling 911. I am not your mule. Not your mule. Anybody that hasn't seen my old video, hashtag not your mule. Like I said, all this shit is cyclical. Like this shit comes around every few years. Anytime Black Americans start getting a little something, here this shit comes. We're always supposed to be superheroes, capes on, and saving every other group. A Black guy was killed by the police trying to de-escalate a situation that he wasn't even involved in. How can you ask Black people to get involved? Exactly, Sincere. That same guy killed his own mother. Better take yourself out there and march for you and yours. Don't look this way. This is a violent repeat offender, and they want Black people to get involved. Hi, Avant-Garde. It goes deep. It's all systemic and connected. How did they even know he targeted her because she's Asian? Seemed like he would have attacked whoever was in the way or around. He was mentally unwell. That's what I'm saying. Like, people took the wrong perspective from this whole story. in my opinion. Like, they just took they just really made it into like, oh, this guy attacked this Asian person and it's the fault of these two black guys. It's not even the fault of the non-black person that fucking attacked the Asian. No, it's the fault of these two black guys. They need to be fired and like they need to be arrested and like all this stuff because the fucking problem is anti-blackness. We can't even do the whole stop Asian hate without it being some anti-blackness. Same thing with the teen Vogue. Y'all got all on the black girl. Let the other girl go. No, because anti-blackness is fine. It's pervasive. It's everywhere. If we were fish, anti-blackness and anti-black American sentiment would be the motherfucking water we were swimming in. Okay? It's in everything. It's really, that's the problem. That's the problem. Which is why my video is literally called, That's the Problem. Yeah, they're going to get paid. They're going to get paid. They getting a payout. Plus they getting another stimmy check. There are literally videos of black women and girls being assaulted and followed by Asians. Nobody is rushing to intervene. People laugh about it and take the videos. Doormen are not security or police officers. Oh, I see somebody else got blocked. Queen on it. Queen is on it. Oh, Kyrie timed this person out too. Idiot gifts. I hate it here. Hi. Yes, the conversation is anti-blackness, period. There was no multi-million-dollar program to combat black people getting attacked and a push for intervention ever. Hi, Dead Man Animations. It's all right. Oh, you need, okay, Avant-Garde, yeah, leave a comment. Talent, talking about the Ray Fisher and Joss Whedon. Talent doesn't belong to good people or bad people, unfortunately. Hi, Mo. Oh my God, when black girls and women are being assaulted. Right, people want to know what they did to deserve it. No one ever asked, why didn't someone intervene? Right, but like people got to lose their jobs because nobody intervened for this Asian. Come on now. Come on. Or if that's going to be the conversation, intervention, then I need that to be the conversation when niggas get attacked too. Keep that same energy. I just want it to be fair. I just want it to be fair. I just want it to be fair. Hi, Vanity. Bad people can definitely be incredible artists because art is a skill. People need to stop thinking that being good at art makes you a good person. Hi, Tiara. I did also notice Teen Vogue and that they finally tweeted major side eye. I can't be racist. I have a chocolate lab. I can't be racist. The peoples of my eyes are black. That's why I don't see color. Stan culture is also committed to erasing these type of moments for their faves. This furthers the dissonance that good artists are good people. They just sweep it under the rug. I can't be racist, full stop. We ain't Captain Saving Asian. Blacks don't owe people anything, for real. Teen Vogue was hoping for the Mandela effect, that we would just forget everything, and Warner Brothers too. We need accountability. Hi, Myra. Hi, Nikki. Keep making. Why do they want to protect Christine Davitt so much? Can they not find another editor? It's because they don't feel like what she did was that bad. Even though she got caught numerous times saying the N-word, she's an anti-black racist. Anti-black racism is normalized. I'm going to keep saying it. Like, Justin Bieber is on video right now. Run, nigga, run! And was nominated for motherfucking numerous Grammys. Oh, and he might have won, right? Like, Camilla Cabello, like, you get to say the N-word. Like, you get everybody gets an N-word pass. Like, everybody gets at least one little N-word pass. Like, Mel Gibson is still out here making movies. Like, anti-blackness is normalized. Like, so they're not gonna punish her. Like, that's why they're gonna protect her, because they don't really think she did anything wrong. It's like, oh, you know, Camilla Cabello, she was young. She was a teenager. Justin Bieber, he was young. Didn't know any better. I don't understand why you guys always want to cancel people. Oh, but Alexi McCammon had to motherfucking go. It's double standard, because the problem is anti-blackness. I remember that Batfleck film. I was looking forward to it, and then it just went away. I still want Ben Affleck to play AARP Batman. There was also supposed to be a Static Shock movie that just disappeared. White Male Solidarity is a play. They were playing hot potato with the blame. Oh, and Walter Hamada too. Walter Hamada too. Well, Walter Hamada was the new person that came in. Walter Hamada was not one of like the old people. Walter Hamada was the new person that got brought in after like the other people had to step down because of the sex scandal. However, one of the men that had to step down because of the sex scandal was also Asian. And Walter Hamada is also Asian as well. And they are using these fucking Asian dudes to be like, well, we're not racist. Like, we can't be racist. We're not being racist against Ray Fisher because we have like an Asian movie runner. I was gonna say showrunner, but I guess it's movie runner. Like, oh, we can't be racist against Ray Fisher because we have an Asian movie runner. Having an Asian movie runner has nothing to do with, wait for it, anti-blackness. That's why we don't like the POC shit. Also, the story about Ray Fisher is just scary. Like, his whole career and work derailed, and there's no accountability. Oh, and there's Hitflix. Letitia Wright probably spontaneously combust if she sees Lil Nas X's video. People like her are too far gone. After the Snyder Cut happened, everyone wants all these other companies to do the same with their movies. That's another reason why they're trying to really resist continuing on with like the Snyderverse. They just want it to be like some one-off. They don't want it to become like the norm and the standard that they have to fucking give in to us, the fans. I'm definitely gonna do a full video on this. Satan is in the vaccine, like Lil Nas X is Satan or a different one. Lil Nas X is Satan, I guess. I don't know what you mean by that, but like Satan, like the devil, they're saying that Satan is in the vaccine. And if you get the vaccine and if you get this like vaccine passport, you have the mark of the beast. If you Google like, or don't Google it, I don't know if you want to go down that rabbit hole, but if you Google like, and there's like something in the vaccine called like, I don't know, some chemical, it's called like, it has like Lucifer in it, but it's not, it's like Lucifer and, you know, you guys know how like chemicals be having like long ass names. Lucifer and isobutyroxide, and they're like, oh, Lucifer, the devil, mark of the beast, and fucking Letitia Wright, with her millions of followers, tweeted out, and she might have put it on Facebook too, I think, a video from some random fucking white evangelical fucking Jim Jones cult leader, some random YouTube shit. She fucking posted that shit. You can't do that. Like, you definitely can't come back to Black Panther if you're going to be doing that. Yeah, I heard her saying that crazy mess. Yeah, she plays Shuri in Black Panther. She's supposed to be in the next one, but I don't know. Now I need a video of Letitia Wright reacting to Lil Nas X video. Stardagger said, but it's more than one kind of vaccine. Like, what? How can you believe that? The devil's in the vaccine, but I bet she'll take it if she wants to continue working in Hollywood. Well, that's the thing, Brooke. Letitia has actually said that she doesn't want to continue working in Hollywood. You know, that Hollywood is full of sinners, which that part is true. But, like, you knew Hollywood. Like, this is my thing with Letitia Wright. If you're this devout evangelical Christian, okay, why are you even in Hollywood? How did you even get into Hollywood? Like, we all know that Hollywood is, like, a weird place. You really thought you could like be in Hollywood and like be in these big budget productions and like still publicly have these beliefs? Like, I just don't. She's a Jesus freak. Like, she seems really delusional, out of touch with reality for real. Like, she's one of them God people. Hi, Prince Onyx. I tell y'all the window is cracked, and I said y'all might hear something from outside. Somebody's obviously backing a truck up or something outside, that beeping. Honestly, if T'Challa does come back, he should be from another universe because we know the multiverse exists. Honestly, I'm sad because I had a lot of optimism for Letitia Wright. Stop getting on the internet and saying dumb shit. When will y'all learn? She's like Gina. Is she like Gina Carano? She's being punished for being an idiot. Free your mind and your ass will follow. You funny. I hate that people say that they're free thinkers when they get called out on their bullshit. The teacher really acting like we in the Scarlet Letter and she's being persecuted when the shit she said was crazy. No, don't massage it. Massaging it will make it worse, Nicole. Don't massage it. Let's see. I don't know much about China. China McClain. I see y'all talking about her. China McClain is another one, using God and her interpretation of religion to say a bunch of nothing all the time. I see somebody else got blocked by Nicole. Let's keep it 100. Thousands of people in NYC walk past people on the ground, homeless people in the subway, people fighting every day, people blaming the doorman. Gotta stop and relax. Anti-blackness is otherworldly. We're still screaming protect black women, but now they want black women to stop and protect Asians. Word. Sincere. Facts. A guy I'm in another server with does security for Target, and they literally have a no chase policy. They're not supposed to intervene. Child, bye. I'm not getting stabbed up for $13 an hour. They tried it. That's what I'm saying. Like, those doormen are definitely about to get paid more than they probably ever would have made making it that job. So I guess that's the silver lining here. Good that they're suing. I did not know about the guy stabbing up his mom. America watched Charmed, Angel, True Blood, Supernatural, Lucifer, and every Exorcist film, but they're scared of Lil Nas X showing Satan in a video. Right, the merch and the buildings are insured. You are not. Don't get involved. Hi, Kendrick. Hi, Queen Brittany. Top flight security of the world, Craig. You're supposed to seclude or close off the area. The building will sue, and as an unarmed security officer, I can concur that the doorman did the right thing. I mean, like, I guess the building felt like they were stuck between a rock and a hard place. But it's fucked up how they just threw the doorman under the bus instead of being honest and being like, our protocol is for the doorman to not get involved. Instead, they just fired them, which you can't do. They're in a union. They're going to get paid. Police unions are stronger than adamantium. Of course, it's the police union. That's like the only union left. The airline has a good union too. The airline workers. It's literally because of police unions that we can't get access to disciplinary records. It's also because of police unions that private citizens can't sue individual police officers, which they're trying to change right now. Like, if you're a victim of police brutality, you can sue the police department. You can sue the city. You cannot sue the individual officer because, like, the union fought for that. They'd be so mad because of the teacher unions. Those teachers will strike and don't give a fuck. I'm in the union and you can't just be fired. We definitely have laws that protect us. Also, I wish someone would try me because if you touch me, that's an automatic 7 years in jail because of my union. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess whoever owns the building, I don't know very much about the building, but I guess whoever owns the building decided that they were just going to write off the loss, I guess. Like, well, you know, we have the court of public opinion saying we need to do something to these black guys because of anti-blackness. So let's just, like, fire them to show face. And then when the union sues, which I'm sure they knew would happen, they filed suit almost immediately. They were like, well, we'll just pay them off on the back end because that's how this shit works. Just like after they kill niggas and then they pay their families millions of dollars, even though they say there was no wrongdoing and there was no murder, but they will pay the families millions. That's the way we do shit. We fuck the black people over first and then we ask questions later. That's the way we do shit here. Because the problem is, I know somebody just screamed anti-blackness. It's damn near impossible to fire a police officer because of their unions as well. So sick. One of the reasons why I want to join the actors union is because of the health insurance and other resources and security offered. When I walked at Victoria's Secret, this woman was walking out with a gift set, and I just watched. 2 other girls I work with stopped her. I said, I don't get paid enough to risk my life for some cheap perfume. Exactly, bruh. Exactly. Keep making. Crackle, crackle. Hey, John, I'm out in the parking lot. We have a code green 12. Yep, I'm pushing carts in the north parking lot. Crackle, crackle. Call the police. Exactly. Keep making. I work at a you work at a recreation center, Jay Malik. I work at a recreation center. It gets wild. We have rules not to intervene. I have class 4 asthma. I'm not allowed to get involved in any physical altercation. People have this weird entitlement to Black Americans, this idea that we're supposed to do everything for everyone. Y'all got the wrong one. That's why I said in my video, I just wanted to be fair. Like, it sounds like slavery. Like, it's literally muling. Like, there's literally this idea that's like embedded and ingrained in our society that Black Americans are slaves. Like, our physical bodies, our everything is supposed to be put on the line for somebody else. Like, that's our role. No. No more muling. Hashtag not your mule. A lot of the mainstream Asians care more about imperial assimilation than fighting any kind of racial struggle. So do the foreign Blacks. Everyone except Black Americans. Black Americans are the only ones fighting for actual freedom and liberation and dismantling of infrastructure, like racist, we're the only ones. We're literally the only ones, because we're the only ones that don't benefit from the social hierarchy, because we're in a fixed position at the bottom. And white people are at a fixed position at the top, so of course they don't want to get rid of it. Everybody else is like fighting to get to the top, so they don't want to dismantle it. Simply saying Asian is censored nowadays, even when it's pointing out anti-Blackness. People need to keep the same energy. Teen Vogue, suddenly we see nothing. How can I be racist? My shadow is black. What's wrong with saying Asian? I don't understand. This is a common white supremacist tactic. Like, this is just like when we first started the whole Black Lives Matter shit and people were like, all lives matter. It's racist to say that only Black lives matter. Or when people would be like, it's racist for you guys to call us white. It's racist for you guys to say that white people are racist because you guys are categorizing all of us because of our race. That's the real racism. I have an old ass video from 2014 that's literally called "That's Not Racist," because like these exact same, like, it is a tactic, like it is a strategy, like it is right out of the white people handbook. Of like, you can't call us Asian. That's racist. Like, you guys can't talk about anti-Blackness in our communities. That's racist. You guys are trying to like lump us all together by race. That's racist. No, it's not. Just like my other video on fucking labels. Like, we do use collective labels for race, nationality, ethnicity. So if we say there is anti-Blackness and especially anti-Black American sentiment in East Asian and Southeast Asian collectives, up to and including colorism, which they practice even amongst each other, they'll be like, well, that's racist because you're trying to say all Asians are the same. No! If you don't get this white supremacist shit out of here, I know these tactics. I've been seeing these tactics for years and years and years. If you guys haven't seen that video, my old video from 2014, that's not racist. That's literally what it's called. You can go look it up. Same exact tactic. Same exact tactic. I feel like I'm in a time loop. I feel like it's Groundhog Day. Didn't we already have this conversation? Like, it's literal tactics that they're using. Camilla Cabello was calling Normani the N-word, making fried chicken jokes and watermelon jokes. She has serious issues and she's still allowed to stay. She's a weirdo. Being a Black American, making mistakes are punishable no matter how big or small the mistake may be. SMH, I hate it here. PewDiePie is another one, got caught saying the N-word, still allowed to be out here making money. Hi, Warren. Oh, super chat. Chris M, thank you. Just popped in to say hi. Headed to dinner with a friend. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Chris. Exactly, absurd. We can't ruin Christine Davitt's life over this. It's just the N-word. Exactly. Or their favorite, get over it. Hi, Vermilion Dynamo. Even if the anti-Black stuff they said was years ago, people hardly apologize until they're caught, and it don't even be genuine. Yeah. Let's see. The log names of the compounds. Oh, okay. It was sarcastic. Oh, okay, Nicole. Oh, is that it? That's it? Clay Monster 56. The vaccine contains luciferase. Okay, thank you. That's it. Everyone was like, so who's gonna tell her? Not Lucifer. He's in the shoes, not the shots. Fix it, Jesus. Hi, Kyrie. Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess. Just recast the whole thing and only keep Angela Bassett. They might as well. They might as well just recast the whole thing for Black Panther 2. Yeah, I know something was beeping. It never gets old. People have been spreading this whole Illuminati thing for the longest time, and Satan, I feel like there isn't enough people talking about it. Luciferases. Oh, thank you, Owen put. Luciferases are enzymes that use a substrate called luciferin along with oxygen and ATP in an energetic process that produces light, like the yellow glow of fireflies. Okay, so Lucifer literally means light. Lucifer literally means light bringer. Because before Lucifer became Satan or the devil, he was an angel. And he was actually supposed to be the most beautiful and like glorious of all the angels and God's favorite before he fell from heaven. So that is actually why his name is Lucifer, because it literally means light bringer. So if the fucking chemical is called luciferin because it's an enzyme that produces light, that obviously means they just used the Latin root word. Come on now, Jesus freaks. Come on now, Jesus freaks. I was raised in the church too. We need to at least know Lucifer's backstory if we're gonna just be throwing his name out there all motherfucking willy-nilly and talking about Satan and shit. Come on. Come on, God people. Come on. Hi, Nova. Hi, Zafari. Don't all meds have like Latin names? Right. Now, I didn't know that until what Owen just posted. So now that I know that it's named that, I'm pretty sure it's called that because of the light. So if like Lucifer means light, so if the root Latin word is supposed to mean light, that's why it's fucking called that. But motherfuckers just jump right to the mark of the beast. They just jump right to the mark of the motherfucking beast. That's why I can't deal with these people. Zafari said, oh, we dragging Christianity. Hi, Zafari. Okay, Wednesday Bible study class. Like, they don't even know. They don't even know. Do they know that who Lucifer was before he became Satan? Lucifer was the beautiful angel of music and light and God's fave. Yes. Lucifer is a Roman addition and is literally light bringer. So it makes sense if that's why it's called that. They don't know. They were just like, Satan! I really couldn't believe that she posted that, like, YouTube. Like, I was like, you really... So this is the shit, like, this is the shit that you be home watching late at night, Letitia Wright. You be home watching Marjorie Taylor Greene videos. I don't need you playing... And she's playing Shuri, like, and she's playing, like, a genius, like, a scientific genius. But in real life... She believes that Lucifer is in the vaccine because there is a chemical compound in the vaccine that has Lucifer in it. And now I know that it is that because of the light. Like, no, I don't want her playing Shuri anymore. I don't want her in the movie. I don't. Like, say what you want. I don't. Hi, Myra. Super chat. Thank you. This actually connects with your integration video. Like, we had our own, but it was taken away by violence and forced integration. Right, exactly. Exactly, Myra. So Myra's talking about my video on integration, which is like one of my videos that I really feel like everybody has to watch if they want to understand my whole thought process about everything. Because I'm a separatist. So, like, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it on integration. It's in the must-watch playlist. It's in the on playlist. That's how you know Letitia Wright at least has talent, because she was playing a character that she totally doesn't identify with. She's embarrassing. Oh, who's that? Super chat. Warren, thank you. See how easy that was to debunk, but no, they run straight to Twitter to rant instead of doing some research. Listen, she did her research, okay? She stayed up all night watching QAnon videos, okay? She did her research. She did her research. Yeah, I think that integration was a mistake. So I think that Black Americans need our own autonomous communities, away from whites, away from foreign blacks, away from POCs. This is a video from when I still had dreads. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it on integration. It's a oldie but a goodie. It's basically my entire thought process in one video. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, Luciferin. It's called that because of the energetic process that produces light. Didn't Letitia know from jump that Hollywood is a weird place? Now that she got her money and notoriety, she wants to dip. I thought I was hearing that truck on my own window. I was like, who out here making this noise? Oh, really? Haha, you guys heard my beeping. They can cast Batman 50 times in 10 years, but can't find John David Washington's phone number to play the new Black Panther. I wouldn't mind Michael B. Jordan coming back and being Black Panther. We never really see him die. Letitia Wright really thinks she has a scarlet letter. China, who built this house? Me, people girl, it's architecture. I'm confused because China McClain is preaching about God, but she played Ursula's daughter in Descendants. Like, what? That's also why she quit Black Lightning. I have a question about this as it pertains to Teen Vogue. What are your thoughts on if a company says they are politically neutral and don't want employees engaging with politics? Then they shouldn't have let the Black girl go. Like, I really wouldn't mind if they hadn't let the Alexi go. The fact that Alexi was let go, fired, forced to resign means that the other girl, by their own standard that they already set, should be forced to resign. Also, Teen Vogue is positioning themselves as some type of like political something. Like, they're positioning themselves as some type of like political, we're gonna save the world with the Gen Z teenagers. Like, they're like, Teen Vogue has like, they don't want to be associated, like they don't want to be like fashion magazine. Like, they're definitely positioning themselves as some type of like in like a politicized way. So number one, I don't even think that's a leg to stand on for them, especially considering they let the Black girl go. So they already set a standard of like what they deem acceptable in their workplace. By their own standard, Christine Davitt does not meet the requirement, so she should be let go. In general, like, it just needs to be fair. Like, the fucking policies just need to be enforced across the board. So if you're gonna have a, you know, a no politics at work policy, I really don't have a problem with that kind of policy, because as you guys have heard me say, like, when I was coming up, politics was like not considered something that was appropriate to talk about like the way that it is now. But if that's gonna be the policy, it has to be enforced fairly. You can't only enforce the policy on the niggas, because then it's anti-Black. Deadman Animations, bye. Thank you for super chat. Gotta go work on my video project. Much love to the chat. Anti-Blackness gotta go, and America along with it. Exactly, Deadman Animations. I saw a couple of TikToks of Letitia Wright that were weird. I just brushed it off as her being one of those people, but it's really bad. I used to live in NY, and I seen people walk past a dead body and do nothing. Like, I don't understand why everybody's saying who didn't intervene. Like, what if Teen Vogue just starts saying they're politically neutral? Yeah, they can't say that. Like, if you literally look up, I wish I had another phone or something. Like, if one of y'all can look it up, you can literally put, like, on their masthead, it says, like, the Teenager's Guide to fucking Anarchy or something like that. Like, they're not politically neutral. Like, they have politicized their magazine a lot over the last few years, because their last editor-in-chief, Elaine Welteroth, who was also a Black biracial woman, she like really steered the magazine in that direction, and it hit. And so now they're like sticking with it. So I think China McClain had a personal or spiritual awakening or something, which is why she posted that video and left Black Lightning. All they gave those doormen was a walkie-talkie and a whistle. They wanted them to intervene in a violent situation. China was tired of Nefessa and Grace fucking on the show. She's against it. Oh, she's a homophobe? I know nothing about this girl, China McClain. China and Letitia definitely post weird stuff all the time. Exactly, Bailey. If they say they're going to be politically neutral, then they need to reinstate Alexi. They need to be fair and treat the situations the same. Exactly. Like, either Christine Davitt has to go or they need to bring Alexi back. You can't only enforce the rules on the black person. And that's literally how it always goes. Because the fucking problem is fucking anti-blackness. Just like I said in my video, I want it to be fair. They had a whole special on ABC where they called Beyonce a plagiarizer. Like... And Beyonce was using, like, Breakfast at Tiffany's and, like, very common shit for inspiration. And they were like, she's a copycat and this and that. But other people get to be inspired by Black Americans and Black American art and culture. Which is also why it is really hilarious to see people pretending that there's some type of anti-Asian sentiment in the Black American community. Asians, East Asians, and Southeast Asians have always been very much welcomed in the Black community. Like, the Jabberwockies and all these nail salons and all these hair salons. Nobody was like, I'm not about to buy no bait shit because of Nego. I'm only about to support Pharrell. No! All the fucking Murakami and Takashi Palm shit, the Dragon Ball Z shit, the anime shit. RDC World got a whole special anime house. Niggas don't have no fucking problems with Asians. Asians don't like niggas. But niggas do not have problems with Asians. It is literally a joke to me. It's funny. Like, you're really trying to rewrite history. Revisionist history. Asian girls have always been welcome in fucking music videos. That's how we have Sweetie right now. Her mama was a fucking video vixen that got with some nigga. Please stop. Stop it. And her fucking mother was a fucking hood Asian that got in the hot water with her family because she had a little nigger baby. Just like Naomi Osaka. All these Blasians that don't even get fucking accepted by the Asian community. Please stop. 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 Waikiki. Wu-Tang. All that. The RZA. All that. Stop it. Lies. Liars. Liars. Everywhere. Ben Baller made a statement. Ben Baller, fucking Asian jeweler, made a statement saying that Asians are out of touch and they're disconnected and they don't understand the way that they perpetuate anti-blackness in the in their communities and the way that they come into the Black communities and how they act. And Ben Baller was like, and you're not going to see me make no anti-Asian posts, and you're not going to see me say nothing about Black people. He was like, I have always been accepted by Black people my whole career. Asians need to stop. And there's plenty of Asians that's calling other Asians out on this shit. Like, motherfuckers know niggas love Bruce Lee. Like, it's plenty of Asians. Like, we have a whole genre, K-pop, that's based on Black American R&B. Like, and niggas love that shit. Niggas stand that shit. Please stop. Stop. They're really trying it. Who's this? No, I don't want to do an IG live because I can't have my mods on there. Thank you for the super chat, but I don't like doing shit. I don't like doing shit live without my mods because I don't like trolls. People think they could come and say whatever. I don't. Maybe, but I don't know. Because I like having my moderators. Like, you're not about to come up in here saying anything. It's Jedi mind tricks. The tactics never change. Hi, Lisa. Everything aside from anti-blackness and anti-Black American sentiment specifically is a distraction, for real, said Deadman Animations. The 2014 videos take me back. They're still relevant. Right. We had a whole movie. And y'all know this is one of my favorite movies, Eddie Murphy, The Golden Child. Black people do not have a problem. Let me not say black people. Black Americans, I can only speak for my ethnicity, do not have no problem with Asians. Just like I said in my video, y'all need to keep Black Americans' names out your mouth. Everybody has a problem with us. We are the most welcoming motherfuckers. And everybody still has a problem with us because the problem is anti-blackness. It doesn't matter what we do. That's why motherfuckers need to get off of me. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm never changing my name just because it bothers motherfuckers. And I feel like it's a prime example of this shit. Like, y'all don't like niggas, but you want everything from us. Up to and including our culture, our neighborhoods, our everything. But then y'all want to turn around and talk so bad about black people. You can fucking suck my dick. Period. You know, some of these weirdos don't even read the Bible. They just go by what they hear people say on YouTube. Jeffree Star literally said he was going to throw battery acid on a black woman and was saying the N-word left and right, and he's still paid. There's no accountability for anyone. Satan shoes and shots. I swear people think everything revolves around the English language. Right, like most of these words that we use even in English, they have fucking Latin and Greek roots. Like, Lucifer doesn't just mean devil. Like, that's not even what that shit means. You fucking idiot. Hi. Give the backstory on Lucifer and I'll play the organ. I was just saying the other day, Christians be the most non-knowing people about Christianity. Right, Kakashi, like, come on now. I've studied all three of the Abrahamic religions, so I know most medical terms are Latin. Lucifer, son of the morning, light bringer. So it makes sense to name the vaccine that if it causes light. Lucifer, morning star. Let's see. Lucifer was the God-given name. Right. Like, Lucifer only became synonymous with quote-unquote evil after he fell. Like, Lucifer was the name that God chose for him because he was supposed to be the most beautiful and, like, the light bringer. So if we're talking about a chemical compound that creates light, that's why it's fucking called that. Jesus Christ. Let's see. That's my main issue with Jesus people in particular. Lots of regurgitation and little critical thinking and understanding. Letitia Wright is embarrassing with that. Letitia Wright should get off the internet and go to Bible study so she could learn. Same thing with Morningstar, which has its roots in astrology. Let's see. I did more research into Lucifer when I was at college studying Paradise Lost. Free your mind and your ass will follow. Lucifer, Satan, the morning star, basically demonizing. No, I'm not. I don't like this Jordan. Someone said, am I going to watch them on Amazon Prime? No, I'm not, because I don't like this Jordan Peele style of horror. I didn't like Get Out. It's not my jam. Most people scared of Satan have never actually read any holy books. Now that's what we call ironic, folks. A science denier playing Shuri. Exactly, Kendrick! It's too much. Chirac rant and integration are my favorite videos, and black homeschooling. Yeah, these are all old videos that you guys could check out. I cut my locks 5 years ago because I felt like it. Exactly, Cabria. She did her research. She spent an hour researching on Twitter, guys. That's exactly what I said. She did her research. She stayed up all night watching QAnon videos on YouTube. You can tell who was paying attention in Sunday school. She took a deep dive on the dark web and called it research. Let's see. And China was calling everybody on Disney monsters. Bye, Sim. I know I'm behind, so I missed you. Ooh, I'm 20 minutes behind. Oh, China didn't quit Black Lightning. They're giving her own show. Okay. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Killmonger was not the true villain of Black Panther. You know I've said that too in my Black Panther reviews. Teen Vogue is trying to rebrand as woke. Right, like they're definitely not politically neutral. They're definitely not politically neutral. I have a whole playlist called BA Gang that you can watch on the differences between Black Americans and foreign Black people. I've also done tons of writing about it for Riot material. There's links on the About page. Let's see. They can't have Michael B. Jordan be Black Panther because the whites would have a breakdown if Black Panther became Killmonger. Yes, and there's a video literally called We Are Different that you can go watch. Yes, and the Black Americans playlist goes into it as well. Side note, the Coachella joke Shuri has at the end of Black Panther always bothered me. She was so disappointed to be in America in the hood. Brooke, did you watch my Black Panther review? You should watch it. I went in depth on how Black Panther was like a very anti-Black American film. Like extremely. Because Ryan Coogler has problems with his blackness. Like, he has issues. Black Panther has such a bad message on BAs. The messaging is horrible. Right, Queen. I did my own review video where I talked about this. It's in the reviews and recaps playlist. I also talked about this on AJ Plus a couple of times. So if you like go to the AJ Plus YouTube page and like type in my name or type in Black Panther, the messaging of Black Panther was really bad. I mean, but even if you just watch my own review video on it, I go in depth on the messaging. The messaging was really terrible, and it was very anti-Black American sentiment. Very, extremely, like a lot. Oh no, she's not. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this China McClain. I know nothing about her, so I'm only getting bits and pieces from what you guys are saying in the chat. Hi, Cher. Black Panther has aged so badly. It's insane. It was bad when it first came out. Well, I don't think the movie is bad. But the messaging is bad. It's anti-Black American to the max. Please watch my review. Beyonce is a plagiarizer, but Bruno Mars is always paying homage. It's a double standard. Teen Vogue made such a social media spectacle about firing the Black girl too. Right, Marcy. But then they just went radio silent after the shit got dug up on the Asian girl. And they came back talking about we've been doing quiet reflection. Y'all didn't quietly reflect before you let Alexi go. You publicly dragged her. She should sue also. A lot of people should be filing lawsuits right now. Just like these doormen. Like, motherfuckers should really sue. Ray Fisher needs to file a lawsuit for slander, conspiracy, and libel. Alexi definitely needs to file a lawsuit for libel and slander and fostering an abusive workplace, which Ray should also include in his lawsuit. And these doormen, they already have a lawsuit for wrongful termination, backed by their union. Motherfuckers need to sue. Jennifer Lopez was inspired her whole career. Nobody cares. It's the projection for me. Yeah, the chat is moving, real Trini. The chat is moving. Black American culture is very welcoming. They try to paint us to be something we're not. Because of anti-Blackness and how they already feel about us. It doesn't matter how we really are. They already have a problem with us because of anti-Black American sentiment, which includes foreign Blacks as well. Everyone. It's motherfucking Black Americans versus everybody, which you guys have heard me say for years. Isn't Sweetie Hollywood elite? Why do people always skip over that? Yep, they sure do. But Sweetie is Hollywood elite through her Black side. Her Asian side is a bunch of nobodies. Her Filipino side. Her Black side like her black grandfather was like a famous NFL player in California. And like we've talked about, like Gabrielle Union is like her cousin, like her blood cousin is Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union said that her character in Deliver Us from Eva was based on her aunt, and her aunt was like Sweetie's grandmother or something like that. So she's like related to Gabrielle Union through like the grandma, and she's like related to Zaytoven through somebody. Like her black side is like the famous side, which people do skip over. Absolutely. On the island of Waikiki. Hi, Corey. Oh, I'm sorry. I woke up Xena. I'm sorry, Xena. I'm sorry, kitty. Sweetie is related to MC Hammer, Gabrielle Union, and Zaytoven through her black side. Yeah, meds all have Latin names because botany and plants are taught in Latin. People just assume. We have a whole kung fu fight in Rush Hour, Romeo Must Die era in our community. Right, like Rush Hour? They made 3 Rush Hour movies. Niggas love Jackie Chan. We don't have a problem with Asians. It's wild. They really trying to like spin this false narrative. And the reason behind the false narrative is literally anti-blackness and anti-black American sentiment. Like they already don't like niggas. So they're really using this as an opportunity to like push niggas out the paint. Like, we've been doing all this Black Lives Matter, George Floyd. This is really being used as an opportunity because anytime niggas start to get a little something, the pendulum swings, which you guys have heard me say, like longtime subscribers have heard me say, like, I feel like I'm in a time loop. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker and Rush Hour series, we don't have a problem. The Asian men and women in the Fast and the Furious franchise, Bow Wow and Tokyo Drift. They tried to claim Naomi Osaka when she won the title, even though she talked about never being claimed by her Japanese side. The trolls get out of control on IG Live. People do the most on other platforms. Yes, shout out to the mods. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the mods. Black producers are the ones working with Asian producers. Like, it's all the industries. Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, like Janae Aiko, Mila J. I've never heard of Stereo. I'll have to look into what that is. I'm surprised IG doesn't have a mods feature. Yeah, they should introduce one. I'm actually surprised too, Declan. People get on here and act stupid, ask questions that have already been answered. It'll be 10 times worse on IG. Sweetie loves saying she built her whole career on her own, like she didn't have famous family. Naomi literally had to correct them and say, I'm black. And even then, they still depicted her as a white woman with blonde hair in Japanese comics. I love me some Golden Child. I want the knife. That's one of my favorite movies. Please. I said, I want the knife. My dear brother Numsi. I'm about to go watch Golden Child after this. My uncles wore me out with them Bruce Lee and them kung fu movies. Like Black Americans, that's what I said. Now I can only speak for Black Americans. But Black Americans have always been very supportive of Asians and Asian culture and fucking kung fu and Bruce Lee and Seven Samurai and all that. All that. We were very supportive of them when that whole Ghost in the Shell shit happened. We were very supportive of them when that whole they cast that white dude to play Iron Fist happened. We've always been supportive of them. Like, this shit is a joke. I don't take it serious. I don't take it serious. I don't take it serious. I always felt away with Naomi after her nationality ranking was changed to Japanese after she won a title. Yes. For anyone that's starting with like we're too welcoming and we need to get kicked, we don't have to talk about that right now. I've done a bunch of videos on that. I literally have a whole video called On Integration that's about that, where I go in depth on how I'm a separatist. So please don't ask me anything about that. We've also talked about that in the Black Americans extensively. The very first episode with my friend Ken, we talk about this. So don't ask me about it right now. Go watch some other stuff. My grandfather had a karate club and taught all his grandbabies. Do people understand your name is literally a Pacific Rim reference and the character is black? I did a Patreon podcast where I went in depth on this. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. I was like, this is how deep anti-blackness is. Black people don't even have access to black characters. Like, my name is literally a reference to a black character in a film. And another thing that I've thought about along this same vein is like, I always think about Michiko Ihachin because like I've also had like internet names that have referred to Michiko Ihachin. Michiko Ihachin is a Brazilian Japanese anime that is set in Brazil. And the main character, Michiko, is black. She's an Afro-Brazilian. And there's another main character, Atsuko Jackson, who's also black. Like, she is black. Like, she is dark-skinned with a fucking afro, okay? But it's in Japanese. But it's not even set in Japan. It's set in Brazil. But it is in Japanese. So you trying to tell me that if I decide to make my name on the internet somewhere, Atsuko Jackson, or if I decide to make my fucking avatar Atsuko Jackson, who's literally a dark-skinned black woman with a fucking afro, if I decide to make my fucking anything a line of dialogue, you gonna really try to tell me that I don't have fucking access to that? I'm black! This is what I'm saying. Like, the anti-blackness is so deep. Meanwhile, motherfuckers want to argue with me about how fucking Filipino, fucking Jewish Peter Gene Hernandez is paying homage to fucking Prince and Bobby Brown and Little Richard, and how I should be flattered and it should just be fine. And how all the K-pop shit and them wearing cornrows and all that shit is fine. But black people don't even have access to black, not even non-black. We don't even have access to black characters because the anti-blackness is so deep. Like, people have a problem with black people. Collectives, groups. Whites have a problem with black people. Asians have a problem with black people. Middle Easterners have a problem with black people. Hispanics have a problem with black people. Yes, I know they have Afro-Latinx. And the other fucking Hispanics don't like the Afro-Latinx either. And foreign blacks have a problem with black Americans too. And everybody hates black Americans most of all because we the ghetto, lazy, slave babies, rape babies, and mutts, welfare babies, crack fiends, all that. The fucking problem with everything is anti-blackness. And until motherfuckers deal with that, everything they even think about is gonna crumble. That's the curse. That's it. It's not that hard. Period. Deeply ingrained anti-blackness. We got the whole blind nigga samurai in our culture. Please cut it out. Where was I? I think I might have missed a super chat. Sorry if I did. I love Attack on Titan, so yeah, they need to chill for real, for real. Black people love Dragon Ball Z. People literally don't understand that your name is a reference to a black character. Black Americans have a whole term of being welcoming, being invited to the cookout. We are Asians' best customer in the USA. Let's see. You cannot get a link to the Discord in chat. People take things literally. No critical thinking. No reading in between the lines. Yeah, you can't get a link in chat. You have to leave a comment. Yes, thank you. I see you guys. Let's see. Where was I? What? Block. I don't know who you are or what you're talking about. You must have got past Ahmad because the chat was going too quick. There's an old Jewish mysticism book called Lilith's Cave that says everything you just did. All motherfuckers need to do is watch a couple fucking, if they don't even want to read the Bible, they can watch, how about they watch the first 5 seasons of Supernatural and get them some actual Christian education, because they don't know. Yay! My Zach and Zoe honey is finally shipping. I'm so excited. Thank you, recommended it. Yes, yay! Hi, Star Page. I gotta watch that Black Panther review again. Please watch it. Please watch it. Please watch it. Please watch it. Shuri was like, ew, the ghetto. Yes. And everybody was like, it's fine. At the time when I was like, this movie has a really strong anti-Black American sentiment. People were like, the hero Seren, da 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 da. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. It was definitely anti-Black American and hella classist. The messaging was bad from the beginning. The ideology and messaging in the movie has aged terribly, and nobody wanted to hear it when you said it the first time when the movie came out. Black Panther was a good film with horrible morale and messaging. I only watched Black Panther one time. My family wasn't feeling it at all. My mother hated it. To this day, she calls it Wakanda. Like, I just said something about Black Panther, and she was like, oh, you mean Wakanda? Every Black American I know, and I said this in my review video, every single Black American I know did not like the movie. Like, I know people that left the movie and felt very angry and were like, why do I feel mad? And I was like, because it had a very anti-Black American underlying message. Extremely. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was very, very pro-monarchy, pro-cop, pro-capitalism, pro-FBI, CIA, all that. And anti-Black American. When it came out, Pan-Africanism as a whole was a lot more acceptable. Ryan Coogler has problems. Like, I don't think that it's just that Pan-Africanism was more acceptable or anything like that. Ryan Coogler has problems. He's spoken publicly about how he feels like, you know, he's one of those people that feels like Black Americans are lost and we have no culture, and, you know, he feels like he doesn't have a tribe, and, you know, how doing the movie was so good for him because he felt like he was able to reconnect to Africa. Okay, sir, you're a self-hating Black American. I can't help you. You need therapy. Even Chadwick Boseman said he felt like the actual villain, and he identified more with Killmonger, because Chadwick Boseman is a Black American that knows what's up. I mean, he was. May he R.I.P. I love Chad so much. He went to Howard. He wasn't from D.C., but a lot of us felt like he was one of ours. No disrespect to his hometown in South Carolina, of course. It's the way Beyonce hired African creators and was still dragged by African Twitter as a thief, culture vulture, and opportunist, but everybody loves Bruno Mars. I hate it here. 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 They had people cheering a white cop shooting down a plane that was sending aid to Black oppressed people. Yup. If you guys have not seen my Black Panther review, please watch it. Yeah, Sweetie also is related to Usher. Usher, not Usher. Somebody said Usher and I was reading it. MC Hammer. No, Xena is the name of Kendrick's cat. Hi, Rose. American Dragon, Jake Long, Jackie Chan Adventures. Black Americans have never had a problem. In the Hood, Kung Fu films used to be on replay. Like, it's literally, like, it's, like, almost a stereotype that, like, Black Americans, like, support Asians and are, like, into fucking Kung Fu shit. Like I said, we have this whole concept of, like, blind nigga samurai. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? A white man will shoot somebody's shit up, and they're gonna ask, why didn't the niggas jump in front of the bullet? Hi, Hush 420. Someone pulled Seren out of this time loop. Yeah. It It just occurred to me, what if there is anti-Asian sentiment amongst foreign blacks, and since we're all black and interchangeable, they're using that as an excuse to pin it on black Americans? I mean, that's possible, but I do know that there's like a lot of Africans that have issue with Chinese people because of the way that China is like raping and pillaging Africa. Nobody wants to talk about that, but we got to talk about anti-Asian sentiment. Now, that's not my business, but I'm just saying. Hi, by any means necessary. The Black American community has definitely always loved and supported Asians. All this sentiment is a projection of how people really feel about us. The Man with the Iron Fist movie by the RZA. Teddy Riley produced music for K-pop groups only for the K-pop stans to be racist to him in return. Right, like, it's definitely a projection, definitely. Hi, Social Purgatory. Black Americans love anime as well. We've always showed them a lot of love. I'm pretty sure the movie's called Dog. I've seen that movie, the movie where he's a dog. Oh, somebody got blocked. The Karate Kid. With Jaden. The Karate Kid with Jaden, Cobra Kai. Like, come on. Hey, Bird. You seen a old man with a bunch of hundreds naked? I am cackling. Japan didn't think Naomi would be great, so they passed her up. Michiko Ihachin was my first anime, and I love it. The Last Dragon. Show enough. Can we watch what for Beast Bake? Sorry, I missed it, Davey. Ooh, yeah, I see a lot of people got blocked. Does someone really just pay $5.68 to try to troll Seren? I mean, that's what they want to do. They don't know that nobody's going to see that comment because they're blocked and removed, but I'm still going to get that $5. Hi, the Afronaut. Last Dragon came out Easter weekend 85, and everyone wanted to see it. Every black person I know saw it that weekend. We've always supported them. This whole thing is crazy. Anti-blackness everywhere. They only accept us in the underdog position, but as soon as we surpass them, the pendulum swings in the opposite direction. It's jealousy with a capital J. Yes, the color purple quote. The curse them, Sealy curse, hex. Now I know the truth. Every time Seren shouts anti-blackness, I think of Mr. Crocker on Fairly Odd Parents. Didn't y'all recently watch Black Dynamite? We are literally in the middle of watching Black Dynamite on Beast Bake. And I saw somebody say, is it going to be Beast Bake this Sunday? Yeah, it is. And we're watching Black Dynamite. It was a BS message in the super chat. Till you do right by us, everything you even think about is going to fail. Seriously, Kimberly. Serious. And then people turn around and they be like, why are we still having these same conversations? Why are we still having these race conversations? And like, why is shit not going anywhere? Till you everything's gonna fail. I walked away and y'all started talking about my show, Michiko Ihachin. Yes, 10 out of 10. On the art Twitter sphere, there were racist Asians mad that people were making white anime and video game characters black. Right, like, come on now. And like we were just talking about Attack on Titan in Discord, and people were making very valid points. I too love Attack on Titan, but there are very valid criticisms of the imperialism and the like German idolization. Like, they're right on the line of like, is this some Nazi sympathizer shit? Like, I don't think they crossed the line, but to the people that criticize like the imperialism and like the German shit, like, in the way that like the one Asian girl in the shit is like repeatedly called Oriental and shit like that, that's fine, that's allowed. But you can't have no black characters. And you can't have black people and black Americans be fans of the black characters either. No, 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 no. That is not allowed. Why? Anti-blackness. I seen y'all brought up Lakeith. Y'all remember how mad people were when Lakeith got cast to play L? Nobody cared about the white boy. But motherfuckers had an issue with Lakeith playing L. Now, that movie left a lot to be desired, but Lakeith was great in it. But motherfuckers had a problem. Why? You know why. You know why. This chat is gone. Can't keep up. I wish Ryan Coogler wasn't a part of Black Panther. Aside from the anti-blackness, he wanted the film to focus on his collaborator, Michael B. Jordan. I wish Spike Lee or F. Gary Gray had took over instead. Hi, Savannah. They were just a troll who paid to try and get noticed by you. Oh, because I said I know I'm going to have to start putting slow mode on the chat because I've never had to use it before, but I think I'm going to have to start using it. Supernatural giving them more education than church on Christianity. Hi, Smiley. By the time I go to block someone, y'all already do it. I got so much actual Bible stuff from Supernatural. It's crazy how much they got in there. Look at the mods working. Me and my mom both hate Black Panther. Yes, my mother calls it Wakanda to this day. Wakanda. This lady. Domino, you should watch my Black Panther review. You'd probably like it. I didn't like how they demonized Michael B. Jordan's character. I felt the same way. It was very pro-cop. Thank you. They had a whole white savior, FBI. I definitely have to watch your Black Panther review again. Please watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Killmonger could be Black Panther from another universe. They didn't even give a damn about the rest of Africa. They just opened Wakanda up to the CIA. Bastet, if you haven't seen my Black Panther review, please watch it. It's in the reviews and recaps playlist. Yeah, I remember feeling secondhand embarrassment from the BA self-hate and the idealization of monarchy when I watched it. The end had me so upset. I was ready to just leave when they were calling the Black American community ghetto. Black Americans also eat a lot of Asian food. Black Panther was full-on Pan-Africanism with anti-Black American messaging. I still want a Static Shock movie, but I'm afraid of what they'll do to the property. Agent Ross and the white villain get to go in and out of Wakanda, but no Black American like Killmonger was accepted. And Bucky, too! Didn't Bucky? Bucky got to go, too. And now he got a whole show. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, that shit is a joke. That shit is a joke. I hope Beyonce learned her lesson with that, especially considering it was her lowest selling album. Like, Killmonger was trying to give resources to oppress Black people in other countries, and they really set it up so we would cheer that a white man shot down the planes trying to send out the resources. Yes! Black Panther was so terrible. Like, I have such mixed feelings. Like, I thought the movie itself was great. Like, and I loved Chadwick and, like, the costume design and the visuals and, like, the action sequences. But, like, the messaging of the movie is, like, so bad. I can't watch it. Oh, yes, R.I.P. Chizzy. I saw that her family released music today, Jules. I saw that. I haven't listened to it yet. Have you listened to it? R.I.P. Chizzy, my girl. 1 year since she passed today. Black Panther was just another pro-CIA Marvel film. Let's see. Black China, Asian Doll. Our folks have loved Asians for decades. These people need to stop. Chinese food, corner stores, all that. Still haven't seen Black Panther. Marvel flooded the market, and then I didn't care anymore. I still visit China's YouTube channel on occasion. Oh, yeah, we're talking about a different China that passed away. China Rogers, who was a rapper named Chiziano. So, Um, Black Panther's ancestors spent years trying to conceal Wakanda's greatness, and colonizers were still coming in to raid the place. And then T'Challa just opens it up and announces it all over the world. Meanwhile, they literally killed fellow black people. Like, they literally killed Killmonger's father, who was like one of their own, for talking about something. We should help out the black people here in the United States. Killed him, murdered him, and abandoned his son. I was like, whose motherfucking side am I supposed to be on while I'm watching this movie? Because I'm definitely not on the side of the fucking Wakandans. Like, they're killing other black people. Like, this dude literally killed his own brother and, like, abandoned his child in the ghetto. Like, just for this movie at the end to show white CIA agents shooting down resources being sent to black Americans, and for them to open this shit up to the whole world and open this shit up to white people. Like, the messaging of Black Panther was not it. The messaging of Black Panther was not it at all. To the trolls, thank you for your engagement. China Rogers is a rapper from Philly. She passed a year ago today of an accidental overdose. Yeah. Black people stay at anime more than any group I know, even other Asians. People should have to pay to insult you. Exactly, Kyrie. Yes, black Americans have been very supportive of Asians. The fact that they're throwing us under the bus like this is wild. You gotta pay the troll toll. Yes, the troll toll. Yes. Somebody write that down. I gotta remember that. Anime creators don't even make themselves Asian, which is crazy. They make themselves white. Like, please, I need everybody to leave black Americans alone, period. It's a lot. Lots of Nazi romanticization in Attack on Titan. Black cosplay gets no play. People are super racist towards black cosplayers. I'm pretty sure the creator is a Nazi sympathizer. And I thoroughly enjoy Attack on Titan. It's anti-blackness. Y'all know. You know why. You know why. You know why. I'll take anti-blackness for 500. I dropped Attack on Titan for that reason, but I still check in because of Levi. Can we contact Google and get the troll toll as a YouTube feature? We should. Imagine paying actual real dollars to troll. Get a life. I remember hearing that Ava was supposed to direct Black Panther, and I've always wondered what her version of the film would look like as opposed to Ryan's version. Yeah, allegedly she stepped down because of creative differences. A part of me would like to see her version, but a part of me also feels like I don't even trust Ava's version, because I feel like Ava's version would have an interracial relationship in there, because she loves white boys with black girls. Like, Ava's version would have, like, Shuri getting a white boyfriend, and then she'd be giving interviews. I needed to show how important it was to have a white boy loving Shuri and loving her hair and thinking she was smart, because white people are the center of the world and they need to validate everything that black people do. Ava's weird. Like, she's another weirdo. Like, this is also, like, some shit she said about fucking A Wrinkle in Time and, like, how important it was to her to have, like, the white kid playing opposite the black girl. She's another fucking weirdo. Like, I don't trust her either. They're definitely making a House Party remake starring 2 foreign blacks. Yes, you're not crazy. They are. How do y'all block these so fast? I don't even read them. Bucky Barnes definitely was allowed to go to Wakanda to heal. Nobody's watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh, I'm sorry. This is whiter. Nobody is watching Falcon and the Whiter Soldier. I find that happens a lot with media that writes... Oh, wait. The people who can look at history objectively tend to have a stronger understanding of the literature and mythos. Bucky killed the leader and still got to become White Wolf. Bucky went and chilled in Wakanda for weeks, but they literally killed their own people for wanting to give resources to Black Americans. Hi, Chris. No lie, Wakanda was definitely friendlier with white people than the Black Americans that were related to them. The undertones in Black Panther were so egregious, I still can't watch it the same. Every episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think Bucky would be cussing Sam out left and right since Bucky is an Italian American from the 1920s. That's just like those old memes that were going around when Captain America first came out, when they were like, doesn't anybody think about like what must have happened when they woke Captain America up and he went into a restaurant and saw like blacks and whites sitting next to each other, that he was like, oh, okay, I see things are a little bit different in this time. They were like, that shit just gets like jumped over. They don't want us to think about that. They don't want us to think about that. Okay, this could be made a rule. That's fine, Davey. I still don't understand why T'Chaka killed his own brother. Like, I really still don't know why. Exactly, like, who does shit like that? They really let the CIA save the day in Black Panther. Killmonger was the real hero. To this day, no one can justify to me why T'Chaka abandoned his own nephew in the hood after he killed his father. Yeah. I saw Black Panther one time and didn't go back. Wakandans were also xenophobic themselves and hated other Africans. They really left a child to fend for himself on the streets of Oakland. I was with Killmonger 100% the whole movie. For real, how traumatizing was it for a 12-year-old to go outside to play, then come back and find his father's body in the living room? Right, like, Black Panther had, like, problems. Like, a lot of problems. I can't believe they didn't even give the resources just to other parts of Africa. I don't get it. They just gave it to everyone, including colonizers. I feel so bad for younger Black cosplayers. There's a few Black cosplay communities, but they're so small and underrated. Black people aren't allowed anywhere. Black cosplayers catch so much hell. They literally killed Killmonger's father for wanting to help Black Americans in Black Panther. It was crazy. I see what you guys are talking about. I'm just not reading them out loud. These certain comments about a certain person, I'll just look it up. I do think it's maybe a good rule of thumb to maybe don't post things that haven't been verified or confirmed, because sometimes people do come and post and be like, I just saw on Twitter X, Y, and Z. Maybe confirm before you post it, I think, is probably a good rule of thumb in general. Ava would have had Queen Mother Mary Agent Ross dating Shuri. No, Charles Wallace! You mean Agent DuVernay. Shuri gonna be with Bucky. Ava always has to have a white love interest. Ava's version of Black Panther would not have been for me. She can be gross. Too many weirdos. No Charles Wallace again! Shuri and Bucky together. I definitely thought people were trying to ship her with Bucky. If Ava had directed, that definitely would have happened. A while ago, there was a young Black artist on Twitter who literally had to leave her account because people were harassing her and sending her death threats because she drew Miku Hatsune fat and dark-skinned. But then they went, come on, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. Nobody could say anything to me as a Black American. I'm going to do whatever I fucking want. I don't care. You shouldn't do it. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to do what I want. My name's going to be what it is. Until y'all motherfuckers deal with anti-Blackness and anti-Black American sentiment specifically, no one is allowed to speak to me. And y'all know I will tell people to their face, you don't have permission to talk to me. Ava's version would have either Agent Ross having a little sidekick or just make him younger so Shuri could have a little romance. Ava DuVernay is weird. I don't even like A Wrinkle in Time. And she stays blocking people for calling her out. She's just like Shonda Rhimes when it comes to interracial relationships. They can't get enough of them. Bruh. Ava would make the movie through Agent Ross's point of view. The white gaze. That white boy in A Wrinkle in Time had me so confused the whole time. I'm like, why are you here? He was literally there for no reason, Alec. And Ava DuVernay gave multiple interviews where she said that the whole reason why he was there was like, she felt like it was important to show like a white boy like finding this black girl like smart and attractive and thinking her hair is cool. And I was just like, I can't believe Ava DuVernay actually said this out loud in an interview. Like, so tone deaf, and like I was like, oh, you're really a weirdo. Like, you are weird. I'm cool on Ava directing. Bucky and Shuri definitely would have been a thing for no reason. You're about to give me a damn headache from rolling my eyes after I heard of the House Party remake with the foreign blacks. We don't even need a House Party reboot, but of course they're fucking rebooting it with foreign blacks. Like, of course, like they're really trying to like rewrite history and like remake all our classic shit. And then all the shit keeps flopping. And then they keep looking around like, see, niggers don't want black movies. Like, you know why they're doing it. Ava is a weirdo. I remember watching interviews of hers. All the interviews of hers I could find when Belle came out and just being like, huh? Her interviews are so weird. They gave Bucky a whole arm in Wakanda, Captain America a shield, and Killmonger just wanted to help his fellow black people around the world, and they killed him with a quickness. I really can't take Black Panther serious. Captain America would have been a racist in real life. Ava has me blocked on Twitter for years. Captain America, oh, an integrated eatery. Nice. I also remember how a lot of Africans wanted to take credit for Black Panther and were in their feelings that fake African characters weren't played by actual Africans. I think Marvel definitely saw those Captain America memes and are trying to touch on that with the Winter Soldier show. Oh, are they? The race stuff? I would love to see Captain America walking in a shop and seeing blacks and whites. That was definitely left on the cutting room floor in the movie. Oh, okay. Sorry. Bucky didn't kill T'Chaka. That was Zemo who framed Bucky. Oh, thank you. I stand corrected. They could have at least secretly helped Killmonger out when he was a kid, but no, they just left him fatherless and alone. I was literally angry when Killmonger died in the movie. Yes, let's confirm the facts and bring sources before we post. We ask questions around here. I can see the time. I'm catching up now, though. I can see the timestamp. There was no reason to kill Killmonger's girlfriend either. They had a problem with Black Americans in that film, and like they had it was very weird, like, and the treatment of the women, and it was very strange. Again, for anybody that hasn't seen my review, it was very in-depth on my feelings. White film critics would have hyped up Ava's version of Black Panther. Attack on Titan does showcase the main characters fighting oppression, but it definitely toes the line because it references Jewish ghettos, German-coded characters, and imperialism a lot. Bye, Myra. Gotta go, as always. Enjoy the space and leave having learned something new. You take care, too. That was Ava's movie pitch. Yes! You can Google it. You can literally Google that interview, and it will pop up. Ava sounds like she's projecting her fantasy. It's very weird. She's the same director who did When They See Us on Netflix. So I feel like Ava can only work with like real life subject matter that she can't change. Like her work on Selma, even though she cast foreign blacks to play the leads, Her work on Selma was very good. Her work on 13th was very good. Her work on When They See Us was very good. I feel like she can only, like, if Ava's the type of person that if you give her an inch, she gonna snatch a mile with that fiction. Like, she can't do fiction. It really seems like that's her shortcoming, because she's gonna put some weird interracial race white boys shit in there. She couldn't put that shit in Selma. Like, she couldn't put it in When They See Us, and, like, she couldn't put it in 13th. But, like, if she has, like, a fiction property, she's gonna do some weird shit with it. Ava really threw me off. Isn't Ava involved with Queen Sugar? And she was, like, putting some weird interracial shit in there. Like, she can't have a blank slate. She has to be working from real life. At first, I thought the little white boy in A Wrinkle in Time was going to be evil. I was waiting on that plot twist, and it never came. I was like, okay, I completely misinterpreted what she was going for. Bye, Davy. If you guys find the interview, she talks about, like, why it was really important for her to have the white boy there every step of the way, and how the whole point of it was to, like, validate this black girl being, like, smart and beautiful. Which, like, number one, why are you making a children's movie that sends the message that little girls need to have their self-worth validated by little boys? We could go ahead and start there before we even put the race. But then, like, the race just, like, shit just, like, compounds it. Like, you're really still pushing the idea that, like, white people are better. And, like, that's why this black girl needs to be validated by this white boy. And that's the whole reason why he's there. Out of your own mouth. Like, your perspective is... Her perspective is weird. Like, her perspective is not it. Like, the shit that they think is, like, equality is not it. Those remakes always flop. White people love Black Panther. A sure sign there's a problem. Reboots are always a flop. Bye, Nicholas. Yeah, I'm getting to the end, so you guys know when I get to the end, that'll be the end of that. She is, right? I knew it. Ava, she is on Queen Sugar. And there's weird interracial shit in there, too. Weird. Like, bitch, you're obsessed. I haven't seen any of Ava's Trauma cinematic universe. I love that. For me, Frozen. Her Trauma cinematic universe. That's a good way of putting it. Aren't most of the directors on Queen Sugar white or non-black women? I'm gonna go find this Ava interview. Her perspective is really disturbing. Yes. Like you all right, Brooke. Like you already gave her a white father, Chris Pine. Wasn't that enough? And now people think Storm Reid is biracial in real life, and she's definitely not. Like, you already gave her a white father. Like, there was no reason to even give her a white father. Like, Storm Reid is not, she's not biracial. Like, there was no, like, why? Like, Ava is obsessed with white men and white people. It's very strange. It's fucking weird. It's really weird. Like, it's really weird. Rutina Wesley's character in Queen Sugar annoys me to no end with her interracial relationship with a cop. Yuck. See, and Ava's the type of person to be like, we had to show that because we had to show a white cop loving and respecting a black woman because, like, this is how we move forward. Like, no, bitch. Wrong. Incorrect. Nova is with a white man who is a cop. Nova's sister is with a Hispanic man, and their brother was dating an Asian woman. Like, Ava's definitely into interracial shit. Like, it's cool if Ava wants to show people of all races to view black girls as cool and beautiful, but that could be established in, like, a quick 10-minute scene. Why did the white boy have to be a main character? And she had a white father for no reason. And she just, like, constantly pushes that idea. Like, we do not need to get our value from white people or any others, Ava DuVernay. Bye, Mel. Yes, and with a cop, too. Like, huh? Too much. No, Storm Reid is not biracial in real life. She's not biracial. She's not biracial. No, she's not biracial. She is not biracial in real life. No. I see all you guys saying, like, she's not. No, she's not. Ava just made Chris Pine her father. Agent DuVernay wants to be white so bad. Storm Reid also plays a biracial girl on Euphoria. They keep casting her to play biracial when she's just light-skinned. That's literally how Ava speaks. Agent Duvernay. They believe the interracial relationship will save us. They think girls who look like Storm can't be just black. That's why they keep casting her as biracial. Euphoria is made by a white man, Sam Levinson. Ava's probably in a race play for real. She's a. I see you guys saying it's because she's an Oprah protege. I thought she was biracial, but I still never got over how they had already biracial Gugu playing her mom married to a white man. It was too much. It was too much. Like, it was too much. It was too much. I'm not a fan of Ava at all. We definitely need black filmmakers, but many of these filmmakers now are jokes. Yeah, like the main ones, like I agree with that sentiment. But it's definitely like, you know, like we have Ava DuVernay who has some type of like interracial white fetish. And we have Ryan Coogler who's like a self-hating black American that feels like he has an inferiority complex. And then we have Jordan Peele who's basically making the same movie over and over again, and he has a white wife. And it definitely seems like he's doing racial trauma for beginners. Like, and he's definitely has like a weird perspective. Like the perspective is weird. Like the perspective is all wrong from all of them. Like even Spike Lee, his movies that he's made as like an older filmmaker have like consistently missed the mark for me. Cause he has like a class issue. Like, yeah, we have Lena Waithe, who I fucking hate, who also has problems. Like, she has issues with her fucking black Americanness. She gave an interview talking about she thinks that Melina Masukos is amazing and talented because she's mixed. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, oh, Melina's not just mixed, not just black. She's mixed with this and that. So she has all these different perspectives and she's a genius. And what makes me, Lena Waithe, such a great writer is that I don't only watch black films and TV shows. I watch other kind of shit too. You know, like I study Aaron Sorkin. Like, bitch, everybody watches Aaron Sorkin. Like, that's not even an obscure reference. You fucking self-important you fucking egocentric. I fucking hate Lena Waithe. I've done several videos on her. And she's a fucking weirdo about this Asian shit too. Talk about some niggers need to go support Black Panther. Go support crazy rich Asians like we did Black Panther. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And you cheated on your wife with Cynthia Erivo. You trash with your light-skinned face. And people keep saying that Lena Waithe steals content. She's been accused publicly of stealing TV show ideas and shit twice. She stole that bathroom shit and she stole some other shit too. Weirdos. Bunch of weirdos. If anybody wants to know how I feel about all these people, I have a video on them. It's called like The Cool Kids or something like that. And I have another video called Girls Named Lena Are a Problem. That's about Lena Waithe and Lena Dunham, who I also hate. And I have another video called Lena Waithe is a fucking pig. Only without the fuck, because you can't have that in your titles on YouTube anymore. I've made videos about all these people. I hate all of them. I've spoken publicly about it. Chirac Rant. That was this weird-ass Spike Lee movie. Like, shit's weird. And Jordan Peele doesn't cast black Americans in black American roles because he has some type of inferiority complex. He's making movies about the black American racial experience, but he won't cast black Americans. Like, Jordan Peele is a weirdo. Ryan Coogler is a weirdo. Ava DuVernay is a weirdo. Lena Waithe is a weirdo. Like, these people have weird race issues, but they the go-to race people. Get the fuck out of my face. Black 101 is hot right now. It is racial trauma for beginners. Don't get me started on Spike Lee. Shonda Rhimes also. It's literally a trope now. Barry Jenkins is the only one left. Barry Jenkins is the only one left standing. And Barry Jenkins can't get the backing to make movies. In the time that Jordan Peele has done 2 movies and 3 TV shows, Barry Jenkins has put out 2 movies. Moonlight and If Beale Street Could Talk, both of which are fucking fantastic. In the time that Lena Waithe has put out like several fucking TV shows and movies, Barry Jenkins has only gotten the financial backing to make 2 movies. And the time that Ava DuVernay has gotten all this financial backing to put out all these movies and TV shows and documentaries, Barry Jenkins has gotten the backing to make 2 movies. And the time that Ryan Coogler has gotten all this financial backing to do all these movies and shit, Barry Jenkins has made 2 movies. And I love Barry Jenkins. That's my guy. Lena Waithe's All Lives Matter ass. Shonda never skips a beat on interracial works. Barry Jenkins is the only one standing. Lena Waithe is a op and has special snowflake syndrome. I've talked about Donald Glover, another one. I've talked about all these people. So if y'all haven't seen his videos, please go watch them. When you said Lena Waithe, my mind went to that other Lena that we also hate. Special snowflake, all lives matter. Spike Lee has definitely become cringe. Lena Waithe has also gotten in trouble for trying to claim Chicago, even though she's from the burbs. I don't understand Lena Waithe, and I don't want to. The light-skinned face, just the face that Lena makes in every picture. Lena, stop it! Self-hate is a hell of a drug. Ava, Shonda, Ryan, they're all weirdos. Girls named Nina are a problem, except Lena Horne. Lena did that one episode on Master of None, became a cool kid, and took off. I remember that Crazy Rich Asians noise. I said, girl, bye. You go watch that damn movie. She does love the light-skinned face. Them, the Jordan Peele-esque show, is literally being produced by Lena Waithe also. So, yeah, the stealing is probably true. It's funny because when you mention your old videos, I realize I've been watching your content for a while because I remember all of them. Yes, I love your Cool Kids video. Barry Jenkins is a gift. The only Lena we acknowledge is Horn. Yeah, all of them. All of them. All of them. Them by Lena and some white dudes. Yup, exactly. Nicole, that was another thing that people let go. I also didn't like how Lena handled the situation where the male star of her show was harassing the fellow cast member. And that's why they're Hollywood darlings. I remember a black woman on Twitter saying that everyone wants what Barry Jenkins and Terrence Nance has in terms of talent, but nobody else has it. They're the only ones who haven't missed the mark. Malcolm X and Do the Right Thing are movies that came out in fucking... Do the Right Thing came out in like 1988. Like, we are in 2021. I said Spike Lee's movies as an older filmmaker. Spike Lee hasn't done anything in 10 years that's been any good. Everything he's done since he's became a rich and famous filmmaker has been weird in terms of class. Like, his this classism shit has definitely affected his racial judgment. You had to go all the way back to Malcolm X and Do the Right Thing. These are old films from when he was a newer filmmaker. I said since he's been an older filmmaker. The Sweet Blood of Jesus, terrible. Chirac, horrible and offensive. The Five Bloods, terrible. Spike Lee hasn't done shit good in 10 years because he's a classist and he's out of touch with what's going on in the Black American community in 2021. Yes, Malcolm X and Do the Right Thing and fucking Crooklyn are great. They're also from fucking 1985, like, or whatever year. No. And Barry has the oh-so-coveted award. Best Picture, Bailey. Moonlight is gorgeous. The Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith. Girl, shut the hell up. Lena Waithe has permanent light-skinned face at this point from doing this so much. Oh, the Michael B. Jordan face? That's the Michael B. Jordan face. Light-skinned squint, but with the cheeks. That's Michael B. Jordan face. Barry Jenkins is the only one that consistently delivers authentic Black American narratives that don't feel contrived. The fakeness shows. And they also hate Barry Jenkins casting Black Americans as Black Americans. It really makes them sick, and that's why he can't get funding. Kenya Barris is horrible too. It's already known that Queen and Slim was written by a white man. A lot of these directors are also into trauma porn for shock value. Oh, you guys said Miss Juneteenth. A black woman did Miss Juneteenth. Yeah. What you said about them not being able to face Black Americans telling their own stories definitely applies with Barry. That's why he's not getting greenlighted. I hate to see it. Nova, I'm wheezing. Cracking up at the MBJ face. That's the face he makes! Also, Spike Lee has to have a full-on naked lesbian scene in most of his works. Yes, he definitely has some type of lesbian fucking fetish fascination as well. Oh, the Kamala face? You think I'm gonna give them niggas anything? I'm not. That's the face Kamala always makes. Like, yes, Kamala, we know you're not gonna give these niggas shit. Okay, and I think I just got to the bottom. And I just got to the bottom. So on that note, there was so much to discuss today. We were on here for a long time. And you know that's exactly how she was talking in the clip. Black Alchemy. You think I'm gonna do anything just for black people? No! This little face that she loved making. Like, girl, please, you're not sassing anyone, Kamala. You're not sassing anyone, sweetie. Please stop it. So, there was a lot to talk about today. We were on for a while. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. We will be back on Sunday. As you can see, I got my, still have a few little, like, this was like my mask thing, but I got that to like go away. Thank you for everyone that gave me tips. We will be back Sunday watching Black Dynamite, and I will see you guys. Still working on tons of videos, so, just be on the lookout for more videos like you always are. Thank you for everyone that did Super Chat, and I will see you guys. Bye.